What is up, guys? This is the Overleveled podcast, episode 64. And, guys, we have gotten quite a bit of interesting news, interesting topics to talk about. I don't expect this to be super, super long. We might have somebody show up. I am going to send the invite right now for him to show up. If he does, he'll show up. If he doesn't, it is what it is. Because I was talking some mad smack about Captain Marvel, and we'll talk more about it towards the later half of the podcast. But the invite I just sent right now to him. So if he shows up, he shows up.
He's already here. He's already here. So
is he here?
Yeah, he's in the chat.
Alrighty, I sent the invite to him. So if he shows up, he shows up. But we'll continue with the podcast episode right now. So the first topic to talk about, Apex Legends has hit 50 million players worldwide, and I think it's at this first month, which it came out in February. So it is a great achievement that Respawn and EA has achieved. It has, I believe, become more popular than Fortnite. They just do need to, Respawn. Just basically add more content to it. Try to keep that hype going, and if it does, increase, because some people believe it's already hit the peak. I just think of more content and more, built to it, that it's going to get a higher player count. But I also do think, though, if there's another battle royale that happens, then it will, take away from Apex Legends, just because Apex did the same thing to Fortnite did the same thing to PUBG, and those are free to play games besides PUBG. But Jigga, what do you think about that 50 million player count that they revealed?
We don't know. Like, is that people who just play the game or people who are constantly
playing? It's no. I highly doubt it's concurrent. That'd be too crazy.
If they counted me, I don't play that game. No, I played it before, and I'm done with it.
They probably counted you.
Like it, I really feel like it's on the downfall. Like, not downfall, but like it's basically plateaued. That's about as high as it's going to get. Like, I don't see it growing. Like, even if they add new content, it's like, once you're done with a game, because like no matter, you may come back like, oh, just to see what the content is like or what it's about, but you're not like coming back to play the game. It's like, even Fortnite, when they come out with new stuff, it's like, oh, I'll go and try it, but then it's like, yeah, I'm still done with the game. So
yeah, I feel that. What about you, Taladio? What do you think? Do you think that this is a good number for Apex Legends having 50 million players, or do you just think that it's starting to go on the downfall?
No, it's gonna go higher. Trust me. They've just had a patch, right? Just recently, just nerfing some of the items and nerfing some of the guns, and they want to include some of the other stuff. So, but yeah, in terms of Apex, I think it's going to be on the rise.
Do you think there's going to be another free-to-play battle royale game that just steals the thunder from them, just like Fortnite did the same thing with PUBG?
Yeah.
All right.
No,
what about?
So I think like that style of game is dying off.
You think battle royales? I feel like it's like a battle royale isn't sustainable in the long run.
Yeah, they get a little bit of hype, but then it's like they die down fast because like people are tired. It's basically the same thing. It's like you get tired of it.
They're gonna suffer the same fate as like asymmetrical games like Friday the 13th and Dead by Daylight, because those were popular for like a really short amount of time, and they died.
Yeah, they died real fast. Those games aren't very profitable either, or in terms of having user engagement, doesn't last long for them. It's very long.
Evolve was really the beginning of the end for that genre.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of things about Evolve that not many people enjoyed.
Yeah. But yeah, Yeah, but as for Apex, my opinion, I'm kind of in between Talati and Jigen. That I think it's good that they have that many players. I also think it might be kind of an embellishment. Like Jiga says, like, oh, they have 50 million players, but how many of those players are actually concurrent? Like that can be like an embellishment, saying, oh, we have 50 million players, but only like 20 million are concurrent, or like something like that. So you can read it however you want.
Oh yeah, I agree. So I guess now we can kind of first talk about one of the bad news, and that has to be Anthem. And Anthem has received a lot of controversy, and now I said I was planning on playing it. I'm not playing it until they fix their shit, because I don't want my PC to go up in flames now. Because bursting in flames, I don't want my house to burn down because of a game being played on my PC.
Wait, how is it bursting? What?
You mean PlayStation 4, not PC?
No. Supposedly PC is suffering similar problems. That's what I'm getting to. So, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, they're saying it's the OG ones. I'm going the safe side, waiting for more patches, but their consoles are being bricked when playing it. Some people think it's just the old ones. Some people are saying the new ones. I don't believe PS4 Pro. I don't know about PCs. I'm being on the safe side because I don't want my PC's lifespan to be shortened because of that game. So waiting for the patches to be fixed. But yeah, they're bricking consoles, and you have to do some hard resets, which aren't good for your hard drives. Will shorten your hard drives, and kind of towards the end just crash, and then you have to get a new hard drive for your system. But yeah, that to me, if you ruin somebody's system, I personally feel that the company, Bioware and EA, should definitely pay back the consumers and get them a new system. And I totally also think that PlayStation should give a refund for Anthem players that are suffering this, because this isn't the product they paid for. And that to me is absurd. That I personally think that the developers should apologize publicly for stuff like this. I personally also feel that this game should have been delayed for a long time, or just have come out on next gen systems, because this is just unexcusable. I'm very disappointed in BioWare for this. And personally, I do think EA rushed them for this game. And this isn't the game that they really wanted to make. But it is what it is. Jiggle, what do you think about this whole new controversy for Anthem?
Oh man, it's kind of making me glad I didn't buy this game. Like I would be highly upset if it break my PS4 or Xbox. I was thinking about getting it on PC, but then it's like I've seen all the people saying, "Look, the story is not that great." I also heard people saying it's great, but then they say, "I don't know if I can." I don't know. It was just spooky, but man, I just feel sad for this game because it has so much potential. Man, it looks great. It's just I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it's been talking about Division 2. But yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't even know what to say about it. It's sad. But if it does, like, they should give out refunds, but at the same time, that's up to their discretion. But if you like, it would be hard for them to give you like a refund if you spent like 30, 40 hours into the game. But at the same time, if you can't play the game because it's broken now, then you should also be allowed to get a refund. So I don't know, but it sucks.
I know, like Xbox, they've been getting the refunds, but PlayStation is this is what I also don't like about PlayStation, is the refund policy is kind of ass. I'm not going to say it's pretty fucking ass. Because basically it's like, even if you play it for an hour, and this isn't a game that was promised, PlayStation could be like, nah, we're still keeping the money. So that's one of the things I don't like about PlayStation. But I only get their exclusives, so I don't have to suffer the multi-platform, like, oh man, this game ain't for me. Let me go get the refund. Because Steam, you get that full refund.
A certain hardhead said he never had a problem getting a refund on his games on PlayStation, so it's spooky.
What you're talking about? I see that too, and I'm like, I don't know about that one. I mean, I don't know how he finagles that because that to me, I just want to know which customer service representative he's talking to. I can get some refund. Or maybe got a PlayStation in. I don't know. Shoot. Give me $60 after playing an hour of it. But yeah. Talai, what do you think about this whole controversy for Anthem?
It sucks for BioWare because they were doing well, but now it looks to be where it's on the point where, if the company doesn't want to buy out, well, not buy out, not the developers, but the console people don't want to pay out, then the developers have to basically pay out, and it looks to me that they won't refund any money because of console, and it's their game at the end of the day that's crashing.
Oh yeah.
So I feel as if because they're not going to refund anybody, I think it's dumb, and I think they should do it personally, and this will actually help their company not get scrutinized over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just think the publisher should pay for this and all that, so the consumers can be, happy. It is what it is.
This
though.
also makes me like when people talk about they get certain games from gray markets. It's like, hey man, like these devs don't like be putting that money into their game like they. Well, I ain't gonna say devs because like I don't really feel like it's safe. I feel like it's more of an EA pushing them stuff they can't do, and it's like, but at the same time, it's like, bruh, tell me I can get this game cheaper than paying them $60, and they might not get the money. It's like I really don't care if they get the money or not, dog.
Yeah,
like some games I feel like that because like y'all they be doing consumers over, and it's like when they don't deliver a good product, they say, "Well, you bought it." It's like, bro, I don't know, bro. That's annoying to me.
Oh yeah,
like treat consumers right. Like,
no, I totally agree with that statement. Personally, it's like I don't think this is a whole BioWare issue. I do think part of it is their fault, but they were legit just in a timetable crunch, and I personally think they should stop using Frostbite engine. And I'm pretty sure EA's using all their development studios to use the Frostbite engine, because we see that with all the others besides Respawn.
Yeah, but I mean, I can't blame them because like you don't have to pay for the engine because you own it. So it's like,
I know. And that's a whole issue, but like not all games are meant for that engine,
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, gosh dang, man. Because like now look at everything, long load times and all this other stuff. It is what
them
it
load
is.
times are ridiculous.
Yeah. I just don't understand.
But speaking of like, why is Metro not getting any flack for its load times, dog?
I honestly didn't even know it had load time problems. No one said anything.
Metro has fucking terrible load time problems. Well, I'm on the Xbox, so I don't know if it's just the Xbox thing, but I was legit sitting there for like 4 to 5 minutes just loading into the game, bro. It's really bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's because it's more beloved of a game than Anthem. Anthem's receiving all the hate possible, so it's like it is what it is. It's a lot of things warranted, yeah, but I believe there are some like things that are unwarranted for that series or that game. Sorry, but that's just me though. But
Chief, how are your load times?
Oh man, Chief, yeah, he is playing on PS4.
Maybe it's an Xbox thing, so
yeah, maybe it's Xbox. No, I would say it's more of a console thing, just because the hard drives are very actually slower on the consoles than there are on PC.
And I'm using external hard drive.
Oh, you're using external?
It's probably slow too, so yeah.
Yeah, I think the only way to like speed up those load times are just using a STD.
You said STD.
DD. STD.
No, you said
STD. You just said STD.
Oh my gosh! Why does everyone take my word out of context?
Wait, can you use like turn the external, not what do you call it, a SD into like a external hard drive somehow?
Mm-hmm.
SSD. That would be fun. Like not fun.
Oh wait. Oh man, I thought they were called SDD, not SSD. Oh man.
SDD is like for the micro,
Oh,
what's it
man.
called? Micro little memory card.
Yo,
He's spooky, dog.
whatever.
Oh man, Red Hood a fake PC gamer,
Oh
dog.
man, I guess so. I always thought it because I thought like HDD is like the hard drive disk, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
hard drive drift. Yeah,
That's
Hard disk drive.
and then I thought the SDD is SATA disk drive.
But there's no disc, so it wouldn't be a
there's no
disc.
disc. Yeah,
That's
it wouldn't be a
true.
disc.
Damn, my bad. Big yikes! I've been exposed.
Big yikes.
Everyone cop that. JK, but Inspector, what do you think about this whole controversy?
It seems like EA can't go another week without another controversy. I mean that in a joking way and a serious way. I mean, it sucks. I was never interested in Anthem to begin with. It just looked very kind of dull to me. It kind of looked like BioWare was going for like they're trying to make another Mass Effect, but like I have a feeling that Anthem was gonna be a Mass Effect game, but then Andromeda failed, and they didn't want to put the Mass Effect name on it. But it sucks that it keeps crashing. It sucks for the people that have the game that it keeps crashing. And as you said, like BioWare was probably on a big crunch, and these crunches are what's hurting the industry. Like all these big companies putting like these big timetable crunches on these developers and they don't give them enough time to like actually finish developing their game. They have to push it out before it's even finished.
Yeah, and they also think the publishers / investors always think that if a game's not finished, you can just patch it later. You know?
Yeah, I mean, look at PlayStation's model now. They basically cut down on like they're still developing games, but they've cut down development and that like we're only doing 4 games a year, and like we're planning on making the best quality games, and sometimes that means not making like 15 games a year. That just that means just making like 4 or 5. Don't have such big crunches with our developers.
Yeah.
Quality over quantity.
Exactly. And I did want to say though about the whole BioWare with possibly having Anthem originally made for Mass Effect. I think the whole thing was, I think it was reported like early on, it was leaked that this was supposed to be a Destiny killer, and I think it was like 3 years into its development, and this was before even Mass Effect Andromeda was like really announced, and they wanted to really get away from the whole Mass Effect 3's ending controversy. And this is like BioWare's A team. This isn't its B, C, D team. You know, this is like the A team. And personally, I feel that they shouldn't have made this game. They should have made KOTOR 3, as well as like a Mass Effect 4, or anything like that. I think those games would have been better than this game that we've got from them. Because I don't think this, like, my thing is, you can try different game, like making games with, you know, for different genres, but you won't always succeed in it because, like, there are different developers, like, you know, Guerrilla Game Studio going from first-person shooter to a third-person action RPG, like open world game. So it's like that's like one of those things is like you don't know if you can actually do that, or you can only stay strictly on RPGs, which I think BioWare should just strictly stay in RPGs, because this looter shooter for them I don't think is going to be viable for 10 years plus if they keep saying that. Even Destiny 1 wasn't that, like 3 years tops for Destiny 1, so or even 2. One or the other, but
I'm not to disagree with you on. I really feel like they can do this type of game though. As I don't know, they have the talent. Like the world is okay. The creatures are okay. Is they probably needed help. Like in certain I don't know, like how can I say this? But they needed help, like somebody to come in and like give them like a better direction on how to do things, like story wise and other things wise. But I also heard that like, well, I didn't hear, but like I think Angry Joe was saying like he feels like some of the game was cut up. It's like there's times where you meet people and you talk to them, and it's like they talk to you as if you already met them. But then when you meet them, it's like sometime later in the game, it's like he feels like the story was cut up to for some reason or whatever. Yeah.
Me, it's like this. It's like I do think this is the weakest Bioware story. It's on there on par with Andromeda. Andromeda, I believe, also has a weak story.
Yeah, it was trash.
So it's like, oh no, like I'm a big Bioware fanboy. I can tell you, like Andromeda's story was very, very weak compared to other Bioware games. And I also believe, like, I even think Dragon Age 2 had a better story, and I hated Dragon Age 2 for a lot of reasons.
Inquisition, whatever.
Yeah, there was Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, and Dragon Age Inquisition.
Inquisition was trash.
Me, it's like it was better than 2, but not as good as 1. That's my whole problem. And plus it broke lore, Inquisition, so there's that too. But some people think I would be a hater for saying that. But yeah, I guess we could go to the next topic, which is Horizon Zero Dawn sales. And we didn't cover it was like announced, I believe, after the podcast, but it has 10 million in sales, right? So personally, it's like that's amazing for a first party title. And I believe 7 million sales were, I think, in his first year, so 3 million down the line. So that's my thing. Is what I really like about Sony is that they discount their games and give a lower price point each year. But Nintendo likes to do that $60 price tag because they think their games are always $60 after 5 years or 10 years. But yeah, I personally think this is really good. This is like, it just shows that single player games are still viable and still present and still thriving in this industry, even though it's being overpopulated with, the looter shooters and multiplayer games that are being developed by mostly third party. I'm not counting Capcom because they're really going that single player route right now. But yeah, Jacob, what do you think about the Horizon Zero Dawn 10 million sales?
I'm surprised. I thought it'd been at like 15. That just come from a fanboy who really enjoyed that game. Still haven't beat the DLC yet, but all that's supposed
same thing.
Yeah,
I haven't been Frozen Wilds either. I just started it like a week ago.
I don't even own it, so I need to own it.
Yep, same here. I don't own it.
I got the complete edition, so it came with the game.
Yeah. I got the edition where I got the statue and the steel bookcase and all that.
Yeah.
And that's like one of those collector's edition that I'm not ever regretting getting.
Oh man, like me and what's that game? Ghost, not Recon, but Wildlands.
Yeah, that was Wildlands. Ghost Recon Wildlands.
I hated that.
That game just didn't. Yeah.
I never played it. Like I was looking forward to it because I'm a big Ghost Recon fan, but
it's very different. I feel. Yeah, it's very different.
Be glad you didn't play that, bro.
Yeah.
Like I really liked Future Soldier. Future Soldier was really fun. But
they should have stayed to more like that style of game. But
yeah.
They wanted to make an open world RPG-ish. Like, bro, stop.
Yep.
But anyways, back onto the main topic. I really enjoyed the game. I mean, 10 million is good. I mean, we already knew we was gonna get a sequel to that because like everybody loved that game. So yeah.
Yeah, most likely PS5. So that's a given. But
PS4 game.
Oh man. What about you, Inspector? What do you think about the 10 million sales for a brand new IP?
I think it's great for Gorilla. They've been, of course, known for Killzone, and like I'm never known the sales for Killzone. Like
I don't think they were ever that high.
Yeah, I mean, I think Killzone peaked with Killzone 2. I like 3. Shadowfall was meh, but Killzone 2 was definitely the best of the series, and it's its 10th anniversary this year, so that's nuts. But it's great for Gorilla. I love the game. I just finished it like a week ago, so I thought it was a great game. Like, I think there are some pacing issues like you're in the middle of the game, but that's just like a nitpick. But everything else was great in the game.
Yeah, I really enjoyed a lot, especially the story. Like that guy who writes the story is pretty freaking good. He did like Fallout New Vegas, and like that man also like built so much lore in the game too, with the text files and the audio files too. Like it really enriched the whole entire world, and I very much enjoyed that aspect too.
Yeah, I love all like the data points that you can get and like all the lore that it has.
Mm-hmm.
That's great lore.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, hopefully they build upon this. What about you, Talada? What do you think about all this?
About
Horizon
doing 10 million in sales.
I think it's really good. I think the increase on that, to be honest with you, I mean, the game did really well. It's a single player game, so I feel as if that, it'll probably be maximum 20
million. Oh man.
Yeah.
I think it get to 15. I don't know if we'll get to 20.
20 is a bit high, dude.
Yeah, I think we'll get to 15.
I'm talking about worldwide, so.
Yeah. Because like I feel like 20 mil, that's too much. Like this is worldwide though. 10 mil is worldwide. My thing is, it's like I could like, because right now like Spider-Man, that's what, 10 mil and something like that. So it's like I could see that going to 15, but like Horizon Zero Dawn, it's like I see being at 13, 12, the top.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel like 20 mil is too high.
Where's God of War?
God of War, actually, I don't know.
Like 8 million now?
I don't know. I need to see that. They never announced, and I don't believe it's hit 10 mil. God of War sales PS4. It says 9. Okay, this is reset era and says surpasses 9 million players.
Okay.
That's, I guess we can. Yes, that's from reset era though. And let me check one more thing. Yeah, I think that's that. Yeah, I don't know. It's 9 million players from reset era, so it doesn't actually give you a milestone. It's just $131 million in digital revenue in a month. So don't know the actual numbers per se. I think once God of War hits 10 million, that they're just going to straight up announce the sales milestone for God of War. But that's my theory. All right, so now we can talk. Watch Dogs 3 has been leaked by, I think it might have been Nebel or Wario. These are guys that tend to leak things. One of them, I don't want to say, it's one or the other. So, and what happened was that he said that Assassin's Creed would be set in Italy again, different time period, like I believe like the Netflix show Roma or something like that in that time frame, or it's gonna that's the time frame. And Watch Dogs 3 was gonna be set in the UK. So, Watch Dogs 3 got basically Jason Schreier responded to the tweet saying, "Yeah, that's what I heard." But the Assassin's Creed leak that was associated with it was false. So you have another person saying it's true. When you got two people saying it's basically true, I'm gonna take that like. Basically, and plus that patch for Watch Dogs 2 hinted at them going global and stuff like that, so it makes sense that they're going to be going to the UK. But I guess I'll quickly talk about my Watch Dogs experience. I was let down with Watch Dogs 1. very much because of that E3 demo made it look so amazing, and like the graphics were like blowing my mind. And then when you got the PS4 version of the game, you're like, wait, why does this not look anything like it? And it was like, yeah, that game got heavily downgraded. And the story just wasn't good, and Aiden Pierce just wasn't interesting. Watch Dogs 2 is your typical Ubisoft game as well, and it's like your typical open world. It's like you're playing an Assassin's Creed game with like Watch Dogs style combat, right? And for me, it's like I liked the characters more in Watch Dogs 2 than I did in 1, but I don't know. The story just wasn't interesting as well, and the side missions were not that complex, nor had anything that was interesting story wise. So that's just me, though. Jigga, what do you think about Watch Dogs 3 being set in the UK setting?
I don't know, dog. I don't know nothing about the UK, so it's like I can't really say.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna say I didn't like 1. I didn't enjoy it as much as I did 2, and I like the characters in 2. So it's like, as long as they give me good characters like in 2 and have it somewhat like 2, but not, I don't know. I like the parkour in 2. I didn't like how some parts it got too serious, and at some parts it was like really they didn't take nothing serious. So it's like, I don't know.
I just hated that. Also, like, I love the characters, right, in Watch Dogs 2, but I hate the disconnect, right, between Watch Dogs 1 and 2, and because of the DedSec and stuff like that, and how they were very serious in Watch Dogs 1, that group, and they're very more like terroristic, like in that game, and how about leaking people's infos like that in a very serious manner, and how about like if Aiden joining that group, that they would do all this stuff, and he didn't want to do all that. But like, I hated that disconnect. Like, did you like remember that, Jigga? And like going from like Watch Dogs 1, like DedSec being that type of group, and then in Watch Dogs 2, they're nothing like that.
I was just chalking it up to where clicking 1, you was up in Chicago, and we know how Chicago is.
So it's like DedSec is way different in Chicago than they are in California.
Yeah, Chicago shooters, dog.
Mm-hmm.
In California, they chill. It's like getting guns out there like that, dog. Yeah. So it's like, I mean, that was just me just trying to spread bullshit over it. But yeah, it's like in 2, they're like just silly, fun going organization, and 1, they're like they really like killers out here. Like they really ruining people's lives and shit. It's like, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if DedSec's gonna be different again in like the UK setting.
Like, I don't know. I'm kind of hyped for it though, because I like that series. So yeah, if they do it right, I'm good.
Yeah, and also I do want to say, supposedly this is the year where Assassin's Creed is not really gonna be coming out this year. It's supposed to be coming out next year. So there's that.
They need to take a break from that series.
I mean, remember, they're kind of doing the same thing again, copying the same format. And it's like, it's going to be tiresome with the third game with the same type of format as Origins and Odyssey. Just like in Assassin's Creed 2 had the same, like, from 2 onwards, had the same gameplay mechanics as, 3 Brotherhood Revelations.
Odyssey was trash.
Oh, man. Some people would get mad at you, Jigga.
No, I played it. I played the beginning to end, and I started some of the DLC. That game is like trash, bro. It's not that good.
Jigga hater confirmed. Oh man. But
I won't hate if I never played it. So
that's true.
And I like Origins, not Odyssey. I like Origins.
I haven't finished Origins.
You spooky guy.
What?
Yeah, I think I'm like level 30 or 20 something. I'm gonna have to re-download that game on PC. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that to me is like, I don't know what happened. I just lost interest in it, and I'm pretty sure I was after where he got the hidden blade and he got his finger cut off.
So I know what it is. Red Hood don't like black characters.
Oh man. Even though I liked Watch Dogs 2.
Oh man, you frauding on that.
He's really spooky, man. He's spooky.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you, bro. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I definitely know. But I guess Talati, you're from
Yes,
you're
I'm a Brit.
British, you're a Brit
Yes.
man. So
Yeah.
what do you think about Watch Dogs 3 being set in the UK?
I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. I gotta see what they have to offer. Hopefully, they don't do anything silly like they did in the previous game, right?
Oh,
Hopefully,
so is it going to be day one though? Because they're representing the the UK guys.
I hope it's early access for us Brits instead of.
Oh man, you guys got special privilege.
Yeah, I hope so, man. You guys get all the games early. That's the
No,
thing.
we don't.
Yes,
I don't
you
know
do.
about that one.
It's Japan, dog. They get all the games early.
All the big budget games, yes, you do. You get it on a Tuesday, and we get it on a Friday.
I don't know about that.
Now, most of our games come out on Fridays.
Here we go.
I'll be straightforward. Like, I know a few games that come out on a Friday that I know that are indeed coming out this year on a Friday, which was Days Gone and Metroid Exodus, both
Metro
coming out.
Exodus.
Yeah, both coming out on a Friday.
I mean, like God of War came out on a Friday, Last of Us came out on a Friday,
Facts.
Horizon Zero Dawn came out
There
on
we
a Friday.
go. Devil May Cry 5's coming out on a Friday.
Wait, but I had a question though.
Yeah.
Like, what are they gonna do? Because like, they don't really have guns like that in over there, do they?
Oh man, you don't ask me. Ask Saladi.
They come to the death, like, bro, you gotta catch me, dog. Like cops over here, like, bro, they can shoot you, bro. Like, they don't really got guns like that. But that's from what I heard. Like, the cops don't really carry guns like that.
It's like, well, the one thing I'll say though, wherever they decide with this game, hopefully they will be. Do we know if it's going to be futuristic or if it's going to be
probably the same time frame. Wait, Watch Dogs is. Would you consider it modern, Jiga?
Yeah,
it's more interconnected, but like it's still kind of modern.
Yeah,
so if they're going for modern, then yeah, I would be totally in for. I'm just hoping they can give us like London, all the major parts of London, and give us that part of it, hopefully. But if not, then they're screwed.
Yeah, there got to be a bit of British voice actor.
Yeah,
there's no British voice actor. We're gonna have some issues.
Hey, they could use a British voice actor right here.
I don't know about that one. Like, you're a great guy, my man, but I don't know if you can voice act.
Well, I could do some British stuff, so.
Oh man, I mean, I guess you can, but maybe a cameo.
Yeah, cameo. Anyway,
mission like cameo. I feel like that's best suited. But I guess Spectre, what do you think about Watch Dogs 2 being set in the UK?
You mean Watch Dogs 3, not 2?
Oh, 3. Well, I say
Watch Dogs 3. I think it's cool. I haven't played the first two Watch Dogs games. I'm kind of hot and cold when it comes to Ubisoft games. Like, I like Assassin's Creed most of the time. Like, I didn't play Origins. I'm still yet to play Odyssey, even though I have it. I liked 2 out of the 3 Ezio games. I didn't like the first game. I didn't like 3, and I didn't like Unity. But, like, I don't know, Watch Dogs just, like, that, as you said, like, that E3 trailer was great, but then it got heavily downgraded. It's just like GTA mixed with Assassin's Creed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I heard 2 was slightly better.
Yeah.
That's mainly because a lot of people like the characters in 2 more than 1. But I'm like, it's cool that it's going to the UK. Like, I think after 2 games in the 2 games in the US, I think it's going to be a nice change of pace.
Yeah, exactly. So now we can talk some more info about Halo Master Chief Collection coming to the PC. So Inside Xbox will be coming up on March 12th, and there's been some heavily like a big tease that the Master Chief Collection is going to have an update. Many of us think that it's going to be a PC port of the game. So there's been also leaks about it too. So it makes sense for Master Chief Collection to show up on the next Inside Xbox episode. I think that's great. And that's another game that Xbox now does not have exclusive, because exclusives don't matter anymore. So, but overall, will I be getting it, or will I just use my Game Pass that I pay for a dollar for Gears of War 5, or no, I said 5, 4. I'll still continue using that dollar pass for Master Chief Collection. It'll be hilarious if they're like, in the episode, like, hey, you can download the Halo Master Chief Collection on PC right now. And I'll be like, that's dope. And then they'll be like, it's 200 gigs. And I'll be like, I don't know if I could do that. 200 gigs, that's too much. Like, you already made me download 133 gigs of space for Gears of War 4. Like, I don't know about 200 gigs, but hopefully it's not that amount, because that's crazy if it is. But Jigga, my man, what do you think about this? Do you think this Master Chief Collection is coming on PC?
Yes. It's like they're trying. I don't know. I feel like they should just next gen just stop making consoles, because it seems like they're going that way. So it's like, just go ahead and stop right now while you're ahead. Like, scrap all the plans you got for the new Xbox SAD or whatever they call it. It's like, if you're gonna just put all your games everywhere else, you don't really need to make a console.
Personally, you just go third party. That's what I think. But.
It makes sense for them, because it's like, actually don't make sense for them, because their games don't sell a lot. And to do that, you need your games to sell a lot. Like,
even PC, like, they don't really sell that well. Like, you have a big player pool on PC, and not many people buy it.
I mean, but if you look at it, the Windows games are trash.
Oh no, I totally agree. My thing is, Phil Spencer knows the Windows Store is trash, but they haven't gave a roadmap of what they're gonna fix in that store. They said, "Yeah, we know it's trash. We're gonna try and fix it." And it's like months later, not fixed yet. It's like, yo, are you guys gonna fix this?
But they still haven't fixed Gears, bro.
That thing is 130.
Wait. Gears is ass.
Whoa.
I mean, that's your opinion.
All right, I don't think Gears is ass. Multiplayer is fun. Campaign is meh.
I will get a campaign his ass.
Like, I just played it recently, the campaign, and that can't. I did not care about one person in that story.
Me either, bro. Well, I couldn't even beat it.
Nobody, not even freaking Marcus Phoenix. I'm like,
bro, I stopped caring about you. Damn, like they really destroyed that game, bro. Story wise.
Like, not even the main character. I'm just like, dude, he's cracking jokes when his father is kidnapped, like, by a mom. I'm like, I'm done, dude. This game is so bad.
I mean, if Matt, I can't even fucking. Marcus Phoenix is your father. Won't you be happy when he's gone, dog? I'm just saying that.
Yeah, I guess.
Cool.
And then they make these cringy jokes. It's like, oh man, you're gonna jinx us. It's like, dude, we've seen this shit happen so many times. And talk about jinxing and stuff like that in video games and even in movies. Like, you don't need all that. Like, it's really played out. But overall, I will say this about Master Chief Collection. I will download it. Hopefully it's not a lot of gigs, though. And I will replay all the campaigns. I think it goes up to... does it go up to 4?
No, I think it goes up to 3.
It goes up to 3? Dang.
Yeah.
I thought 4 was a part of that for some reason. Let me look.
Yeah, look it up.
Halo.
I thought it wasn't, but it might be. If it is, then I might have to play it, because I didn't get to play for it.
Because I think they just have it, but they did nothing to the graphics of that game. Halo 4. It's Halo 4 in the Master Chief Collection. Yes, and Halo 4. For the first time ever, the Master Chief's entire story is on one console, featuring a remastered Halo 2 Anniversary along with Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, Halo 3, and Halo 4.
Damn, I'm spooky. No, I'm spooky. The Xbox guy, dog.
And that was from Amazon.
Uh,
Wow.
uh,
So I'll definitely play all of them if it comes
Yeah.
on PC. Story-wise, I'm going to have to... Hopefully the keyboard and mouse support isn't ass like it kind of is in Gears. Because, man, oh, man. I can go on an entire rant about jumping-wise on Gears with spacebar. It just does not work as well as you want to work.
Who would want to play Halo with the keyboard and mouse? That's weird. It just sounds weird.
I think it's good in the... What was it? The online game, El Dorito. Like, I think the mouse and keyboard is good. Well, actually, I think it's good in that, but not good in the Halo Forge.
Mm-hmm.
So it just depends on how the developer utilizes the mouse and keyboard support. But Jigga, so you're for with the Master Chief Collection going on PC?
I'm not for it, but it's like I really don't care because I have a console, I have a PC. Either way it comes, I can play it. So
yeah. I feel.
Since I didn't play the console, why would I play it on PC either way? So it's like I don't know.
Yeah, I feel. What about you, Inspector? What do you think about the Master Chief Collection being rumored to go on PC, and then us finding out that Inside Xbox on March 12th is going to announce more Halo Master Chief Collection news?
Sorry, I blanked. But what about this? What are you asking?
So I was asking because of the rumor going around that the PC release of the Master Chief Collection, Halo Master Chief Collection, is coming soon, and then after that tweet/leak, a couple days later, the Inside Xbox episode announced they're going to be coming on March 12th, and they're going to talk about more Halo Master Chief Collection news. Do you think it's coming to PC or?
Maybe. I think since, as Jay said, I think Microsoft is moving away from consoles. I think it's a big possibility that it's coming to PC. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I think it's a big possibility because of how Microsoft is moving their focus.
Yeah. Agreed. What about you, Talati? What do you think about Halo Master Chief Collection coming to PC potentially?
I think it's a good way to invest realistically for Halo, and I think, to be honest with you, they are moving away from console. Like, they have got, it's been rumored that they're gonna have a Xbox without discs.
Yeah, we'll talk about more about that in a bit.
So it looks to me that not only because of that, but they're trying to step away from everything, like the whole feature of creating games on console. They want to put everything onto PC now. I would have to say I agree with the Inspector, but I just don't know how they're going to implement it all.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. All right. So next set of news was Xbox Sad Edition, which I see a lot of memes happening, a lot of people joking about this, because of how the state of Xbox is sad and the initials is sad. So I just find that hilarious. But it's basically a diskless version of the Xbox, and it's going to come out a month before E3 is coming out in May. Personally, how do I feel about this? I have said multiple times on many servers that me going strictly digital is a no-go for me. And PC is a different story because of the sales on PC and stuff like that. You get $5 games and stuff. So I think that's chump change. But when you go into the PS4, the Wii U, the Wii, the Nintendo Switch, Xbox One store, when you buy games, you're not owning those games digitally. Physically, you are. You can sell the game. You can trade it in. You own that game. You own the movies you buy that are Blu-ray disc, 4K Blu-ray, whatever. But when you buy digital, you are renting out the license. If they remove the game from the store, you can only have the game before them removing it. It's installed on your hard drive. That is really the whole case. Same thing with even music on iTunes. You don't own that. You don't own the movies that you buy on iTunes, because if they remove that movie, you don't own the movie anymore. You can't even re-download it. It has to be on your hard drive before it gets removed. Look at the Wii Store, for instance. That Wii Store got closed. It's shut down. You can't re-download your games at all. So it's like all that money you invested in those digital games goes out the drain. So it's like, me personally, I could care less. I can understand why people are interested in the system itself because they like digital. That's fine for me. I just don't like it. I'd rather own a physical copy instead of renting out a license. That's just my personal opinion. I can understand that, like the digital sales and whatnot. Like I understand that because of me as a PC owner. A lot of PC owners just don't care about physical. But for me, if I play a console, I very much care about physical, such as movies too. I buy Blu-ray discs. I don't buy digital. That's really my case and like my whole point on that. But Jig, what do you think about that Xbox Stat Edition?
It's definitely not for me. I will refuse to go all digital. I just don't like it. And wait, so do we know if it's gonna be download or is it gonna be streaming?
It's supposed to be download. That's what I'm hearing. I could be wrong. That's what they.
I don't like all digital. There's too many drawbacks that come with it. Like they shut down the servers, and all of a sudden you won't have no games. Like,
no,
it's just spooky. But I mean, it's a W for some people who only care about being a digital game owners, and a lot of people are moving towards that all digital. And I can see the convenience of it. It's like you never have to like switch out discs and all that. But
yeah, the system should also be cheaper, by the way, because there's no disc drive. So if it's still the same price as a regular Xbox One S, we got some issues.
I doubt it. Microsoft's not that dumb.
I really hope they're not. I'll laugh my butt off if they do that shit. But Inspector, what do you think about Xbox One Sat Edition / discless console?
I think I agree with everyone in that I don't like it. I like having physical copies. It's just like comics where I prefer having the physical comic in my hand and not like digital because you're not really owning it. You're just kind of renting it, I guess.
Yep.
You don't really have the
ownership of it.
Yeah, you don't have the ownership of it. Because if you get digital, I think PlayStation still owns it, right?
Yeah.
Or like your PlayStation, Xbox, whatever console you have.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, not a fan.
It's like the whole PT, for instance, like the PT demo. Now, that's not a full release or anything like that, but that was removed from the PlayStation Store, and you can't re-download it. And you have to go through methods of re-downloading it, and it takes forever to download again. So it's like you don't own the ownership of it. Once it gets removed, you're done, though. Once the store closes, you're done. That's why I'm not a big fan of that future. So it's like you're wasting money on you're renting. You're basically renting. So I'm not a big fan. But Talat, what do you think about Xbox One Sat Edition / discless console? What do you think about it?
I think they should have just not made that console, to be fairly honest.
Mm-hmm. Reason
being behind that is because they're going to have the next generation console anyway. They're going to announce at E3.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you're going to announce a console regardless at E3. So I'm just like, okay, you're not going to, if you're going to announce the next gen for E3 and now you decided to, I'm going to have a discless console, you're kind of robbing your fans basically. Of like, you tell them one thing and then you do something else. It's just basically you're telling you're just a daylight robbery type of thing, because everyone knows the next generation console is coming out either next year or the year after, right? So it's pointless for Xbox to do this, to be perfectly honest. It's really pointless, and to be fairly honest, yeah, I get the fact that, they're trying to get games onto PC and stuff, but what's the point of them making a console in the first place?
That's true.
That's what I've got to say, man. I know it's a bit thing, but I hate Xbox after they screwed me over, and I'm still never going to forgive them for that.
Oh, Xbox gotta be Xbox. Oh man,
Still the best box. Facts.
fact.
Yeah.
I feel it. So now, make sure. So we got more Halo news. If I can actually, this tab loads. Thank you. So Halo Infinite will be a spiritual reboot for the Halo franchise, according to 343 Industries. In this month's episode of IGN Unfiltered, Ryan McCaffrey sat down with Bonnie Ross, head of 343 Industries, to discuss the development of Halo Infinite, among many other topics. While Halo Infinite is effectively Halo 6, the team at 343 Industries is bringing their experience with the entire Halo franchise to bear in developing the new game, which aims to recapture what makes Halo such an iconic franchise. We're kind of calling it a spiritual reboot, Ross said. That's kind of how we talked about it. Quartering 343 had great learning moments with the Halo Master Chief Collection, the multiplayer suit in Halo 4, and the approach to REQ packs and free maps in Halo 5. REQ packs is microtransactions. Do want to save that. The studio has been keeping those moments in mind while crafting Halo Infinite. There's been a lot of introspective time to really reflect on what we've done as 343, said Ross. Where have we made mistakes? Where have we hit it right? What does Halo mean to us? That Halo Infinite reveal trailer we did is what Halo means to the studio. Maybe it took us 2 games to get there, and I think we've done good things and bad things. But what does Halo mean to us? It's about hope, wonder, and heroism, and humanity and community, and bringing a community together. That's what the trailer is, and that's what we want to do. So that's really it. I'm just hearing like a spiritual reboot that them, like, I don't know if that's really like, they just want to get to the, I think from what I've read just now, they want to get at the core of what Halo really is, right? And good on them, because Halo 5's campaign is really bad, to say the least. That are like lore breaking there. And I don't really want to get into it because it just makes no gosh dang sense. But overall, hopefully it's good. Hopefully Halo Infinite is really, really good because it needs to be good. And hearing about the RPG elements, it's like, I hope they make a game that they want to make and not really be truly confined to just making Halo games. You know what I mean? And hopefully this is the avenue while having the Halo license and doing new things with it, they can. But it's very hard to do so because there are a little backlash of hearing them want to do some RPG. They're doing RPG-esque. Like Halo Infinite is going to be like an RPG. So it's going to be interesting on that front because some people are for it and some people are against it. But, it's kind of like a lose-lose situation. Like people want you to do new things while people want you to keep the same core gameplay values of the series, so it's very hard. But Jacob, what do you think about Halo 6 being a spiritual reboot, or Halo Infinite being a spiritual reboot?
Microsoft just need to let them create their own game. Like, quit trying to chase a ghost, bruh. Like, let Halo not die, but like just let it sit on the back burner or you do something new. Because I'm getting tired of Halo and Gears. It's like, I don't know. I feel like you can better create an idea if it's your own idea. Like you can better work with a game if it's like you're not chasing this lore of another game. Like, oh, we can't do that because then you're gonna mess up the lore. You can't do this, you're gonna mess up the lore. And it's like that stunts your creativity and it puts you in a box. And I feel like if you get them their own stuff, they can create something great instead of another Halo, bro. It's getting to the point where everybody's, I don't even say everybody, but a lot of people are getting tired of Halo.
Oh, I agree. Like the sales showed it with Halo 5. the funny thing is like a lot of PlayStation 4 games have outsold Halo 5. Like, for crying out, like, the last we know was what, Halo 5 was at 5 million copies or something like that, right?
I don't. Even if that's true, that's surprising to me.
So it's like a lot of like the PlayStation games have like outsold that series. Like Halo 5 isn't what it used to be. I've said that multiple times on the podcast and to people. Like a lot of Xbox franchises aren't as big as they used to be. Like even Last of Us is bigger than Gears of War 5 for crying out loud. That's insane to think about when comparing, you know, the announcement trailers of both games to each other for E3. It was like night and day. It's crazy. But that's just me, though. Inspector, what do you think about Halo Infinite being a spiritual reboot of the Halo franchise?
I don't care.
Damn.
Like,
This is not just because I'm a PlayStation guy, but I've just never been into Halo. Like, I always just played Halo for like split screen and in Forge mode when I was over at my friend's house who had Xboxes. I think ever since Bungie left on such a high note with Halo 3 that I think Microsoft is just like, with 343, they're kind of like, hey, just make another Halo game. Like we'll give you the budget. It seems like they don't really have the heart. Like they don't have they're not putting their heart into it. It's just kind of like very corporate in terms of making like their games. Because if you look at like Microsoft games, it's usually the big three, which are Gears, Halo, and Forza. And with Forza, a new one comes out every year because they split between Horizon and Motorsport. So that's basically like an assembly line of games. With Gears, I think it's every like 2 years, if I'm correct.
Yeah, Gears came out, I believe, in 2017. Gears of War 4, and it's coming out 2019. So that's just 2 years.
Yeah, and like again, Gears of War 3, I heard, ended like really well. So Microsoft keeps just like pushing these games out.
Yeah, no, like it got worse, man. Like no one talks about it, but Gears of War Judgment's like even worse than Gears of War 4.
Yeah, I've heard bad things about Judgment. Yeah. And then Halo, as I said, after Halo 3, like with like I heard Reach was good.
Yeah, Reach was good.
I've heard
well, that was made by Bungie.
That was made by Bungie.
That was the game that they left, or after they left.
But then 4 was kind of mixed.
Yes, well, it's like better received than 5 because 5's it's weird. So campaign, like people enjoyed, some people didn't like, but they did not like the multiplayer in 4.
Wasn't Nathan Fillion in Halo 5? Like in the story? I thought he played one of the characters.
He might have played one of the squad mates, maybe.
Yeah.
But like and then like in Halo 5, everyone didn't like the story and everyone liked the multiplayer.
Yeah, like Halo 5 had like a 4-hour story or like 3-hour story. It was like really short.
It's like the shortest Halo story. It might have been the shortest Halo story.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's Halo. They're going to make it anyway.
Yep. It's going to be interesting hearing about RPG. I feel like the RPG, they probably do want to make an RPG game, but they're stuck with Halo. So they're like, well, let's just put RPG elements in Halo. So hopefully it works out for them. But, Slaughter, what do you think about Halo Infinite being a spiritual reboot of the Halo franchise?
No comment.
No comment? Oh, man. This man doesn't like Halo. Feels bad. So now, what interesting things we heard now regarding is something with Sonic. And I don't want to like pull it because it's leaked, but we've seen what Sonic looks like in the Sonic movie. But there's a former head of Sonic Team reacts to the alleged movie leak. Former head of Sonic Team and lead programmer of 1991 Sonic the Hedgehog, Yuji Naka, has commented on the alleged leaked images of the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog film, and he appears to be less than impressed. Naka reacted to the images on Twitter and said via translation, when the unofficial image of the Sonic movie comes out, I think that it is leaking strategically, which I also agree with, because it's like, how'd you legit just have like really good like images of that? But it is not good because it will go to the IP of Sonic as a video game when it becomes a topic in a bad direction. He also noted that it's strange Sonic's hands are made of white fur, saying it is shocking that his bare hands are white. In a separate tweet, he noted that it's important for designers to look at Sonic's body as a whole, and that these alleged images could use some more balance. And yeah, and so he's the lead programmer of the Sonic game in 1991. So, and he's been involved with the franchise for a while. Personally, what do I think about this? I think the leak was strategic, and I don't like it. I think Sonic looks bad. They should have just animated Sonic, to be completely. Seeing this is like, why do you have white fur on your hands, my man? It's like, why are your eyes so weird? And it's like, no, I'm good. They can throw this in the dumpster, put it on fire, and we'll never speak about it again. But that's just me. Jigga, what do you think about the Sonic leak, as well as that guy's comments on it?
Look, I don't care about his comments. All I say is I agree with you, bro. God, Knuckles look bad. Sonic looks bad, but it's like, who is they making this movie for? I don't see anybody liking it.
Did you see his hands, though? They're not even gloves. They're fur.
I don't get that. But at the same time, like, I'm glad it's not me, dog, because I definitely don't get this. Like, maybe he's saying he's like, I don't know, but like a mixed breed or something. I don't know. It's just weird. And it makes no sense. Like, you could always tell his hands look like he had gloves on them. So why did they not just make gloves on?
I don't know.
I don't know, right?
And I'm pretty sure this leak is strategic too. I think people want to know how they feel about the look, seeing the colors on him and stuff like that, and what he looks like. I'm just like, yeah, that's a no for me. I do see some people. It's like, it could have been worse. It's like, that's a terrible excuse, dude. It could have been worse. Like, get out of here. Shout out to Hardhead, because that man said it could have been worse. That should look bad. But Inspector, did you see the leak of Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yeah, it looks rough.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm gonna say it right now. Detective Pikachu, like, those Pokemons look better than that. It to me is just, that's a no-go. They should have just animated him. Make an animated movie. I don't understand that. Why does everything have to be live action now?
Who knows?
It's like, I feel like you can make an animated movie for it, but whatever. Talad, did you see the leaked image of Sonic, and what do you think about him?
Sonic looks like a weirdo.
Oh man. Is it because you got on gloves?
Yeah, and the eyes as well.
Yeah.
The eyes.
Man can stay away from me. I want nothing to do with Sonic.
Why are they making live action? I'll never know.
No, they should just animate it. That's what I've been always saying.
I can imagine what Roger Craig Smith is thinking right now.
Dude, imagine he's like, yo, we're having you voice Sonic. It's like, this is what he's looking like. And then Roger's like,
nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. That's what he'll say.
It might not even be him. They're probably going to get like
somebody else to do it.
Watch them get Ryan Gosling in it. I'll be surprised Ryan Gosling is in it.
Yeah.
But I highly doubt that. But that's that. And all right. I guess we can quickly talk about the Mortal Kombat roster leak. Basically, the whole roster is leaked. What do I think about it? personally, it's like this. It's like for fighters, I don't really care when a roster is leaked. That's just me though. I understand the outcry, the outrage. I understand that. It's like, and I said, go like, express your opinion about that. Me, it's like, I'll get the game when I get the game, because like it looks like a good fighter. But for me, I've never been the one to be like, oh, if I find out what the roster is, I'm gonna not buy the game. That's not the type of person I am. Because I understand people wanting surprises. Me, I'd rather for fighters just know the whole roster before getting it. That's the whole point for me, though. I can understand that.
Yeah, and I like to be fairly honest. If you don't mind me giving my opinion about this, it's just the fact that it was under NDAs and it was the person who leaked it is actually forced WB to push out a story trailer, essentially.
Yeah, I didn't get to see that story trailer yet, so
It's a great trailer.
It's a great trailer. Yeah, it is a brilliant trailer. Yeah,
I did see the Johnny Cage fatality finish. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah. All I'll say is just the reason why, the whole reason why we got a story trailer is because of the leak.
But I guess what's your whole opinion about the whole roster being leaked, Inspector? What do you think?
I think it sucks. To be honest, like I usually don't pay attention to these leaks, but it seems like it's pretty much spot on. Which, because with these leaks, it can go either way. Sometimes it can be complete lie, and sometimes it can be true. And like this one seems to be true after like the story trailer and this recent combat cast that was today that showed Cassie and Kano. Both of them look like the story trailer was great. It did show Aaron Black, which I'm excited for him to return. And like I'm looking forward to like the leaked characters that are returning, like Noob Saibot, if it's true, and like some of those other characters. Jackie looks interesting. I wasn't a big fan of Jackie in MKX, but like just her fatality, her one fatality looks more interesting than both of her fatalities in Mortal Kombat X. Yeah. I mean, I fell into the trap of pre-ordering it again, so I already have it pre-ordered. I have the deluxe edition pre-ordered, so I'm getting the season pass as well. I have my beta code already redeemed, so I'm waiting for that. I'm looking forward to it. Like again, it's gonna be like every NetherRealm game where like I probably play for a month and a half, and then I kind of
it dies out on you. Then
it wears out on me. But I mean, I'm still looking forward to it. I always enjoy NetherRealm games. I know some people were mixed on Injustice 2. I liked Injustice 2. That might just be my DC, like my DC bias. I know some pro players weren't a big fan of it, and some people weren't a big fan of the story, but I like the story. So I'm looking forward to MK11, and I liked. Did you not see the Cassie Cage reveal trailer, Red Hood?
No, I saw bits and pieces of it, like gifs of it.
Did you see her fatality?
Yeah, I saw that part.
Her fatality is nuts.
Yeah, dude, they like at the combat cast today, they revealed another fatality, which is brutal.
Yeah, I like both of her fatalities. Like when she does like when she blows a hole in your chest and does like the heart.
Yeah,
that one's like her Johnny Cage type fatality, and her other fatality is just like crazy. Like the one that they showed in the trailer.
Yeah. I just want Spawn to be in there for DLC. I'm hoping that's one.
I
thought you were joking.
Like, dude, come on now. I know some people don't like Spawn, but
I don't think we're gonna get any guest characters in MK11 regardless.
I don't know. Everyone keeps saying that. They said that in the last Mortal Kombat.
I think it's if they do a guest character, they'll probably only do one because they got a lot of backlash for MKX putting so many guest characters in there. And even with Injustice 2, they got a lot of pushback with like people like the Ninja Turtles, but people were mixed up.
I wasn't for the Ninja Turtles. I was like
I like the Ninja Turtles. I liked they made sense because they've crossed over with DC before. Like people were like against like the Mortal Kombat characters, which I understand. The one thing that I didn't understand was when they made Black Lightning a skin for Raiden and didn't make
that was pretty bad.
That was pretty bad. But oh well.
Like I could understand with yellow, reverse flash and stuff like that. It makes sense because they're very similar, character moves. And stuff like that. It makes sense, like that being a skin and whatnot. Like, but like Black Lightning, nah, and they got no similar moves, dude.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we got some more. I think we got 2 more gaming news, and then we go over to like the movie side of things and TV side of things. So, Judgment. Big fan of the Yakuza series. I don't know if I'm just going to watch Yakuza 3, 4, and 5 and then play 6. But Judgment has gotten a Western release date, and man, it is coming up fast. So the PlayStation exclusive Judgment will be released in the West on June 25th. And it comes with, hosts of pre-order bonuses. You'll also be getting dual audio. Personally, from what I've seen, the English audio looks trash. So it seems like I'm going to listen to the Japanese voice acting, which means reading a lot more. But it's like, hopefully the English sounds better or something. Maybe it was just that time frame. It was bad. But supposedly the physical pre-orders will also include a reversible cover featuring the Japanese cover art, which the Japanese cover art looks pretty dope and But actually, I'm thinking the original, because usually reversible is better. Like I like both, but it seems like the actual cover looks pretty dope. But if you choose to get the digital version of the game, you'll get early access to the full game on June 21st in a static PlayStation theme. So this is where I'm like, I hate paying digital, but if you get 4 days early and you want to stream this game, for the views, I might do that. Get the digital, but I might double dipping and also get the physical. But it's also being taken place in the same setting as Kamurocho, which is in the same city as Yakuza takes place in. So I did hear that there might have been confirmation that it's set in the same universe as the Yakuza series. I have no idea. Hopefully we'll get a cameo and it actually is set in stone for it's for real. Because Judgment looks really, really good. But and I'm definitely going to be getting that game. It's one of my most hyped games, along with Sekiro, Devil May Cry 5, and Fire Emblem Awakening and Astral Chain. But Jigga, you're a man that likes Shenmue, even though Yakuza is better. What do you think about Judgment coming out June 25th and the digital you're getting it June 21st?
I haven't heard nothing of this game, dog.
This man, have you heard of Yakuza?
Heard of Yakuza, but not this game.
It's being made by the same team that did Yakuza.
Then I'm definitely gonna pass.
Bruh, you played Shenmue.
Shenmue is better than Yakuza, facts.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Straight facts, dog. Straight carpet.
That's a big
this
move.
Man. Oh man, you don't want me to bring up that really bad voice acting for Shenmue.
Sure, you can keep saying that, but that game has a negative and it's still better than Shenmue, dog.
No.
Yakuza, damn it.
Yakuza is better. Just facts. Gameplay wise, better.
Definitely.
Are you gonna tell me Shenmue 3 will be better than Judgment?
Facts.
Oh no. Oh hell no. This man speaking blasphemy.
Speaking the truth. Just because you don't want to hear the truth don't mean it's not the truth.
Oh man. Shenmue 3 ain't gonna be, dude. That man has no emotion. That man is like Brie Larson.
Hey,
Okay.
don't do my characters like
No.
that.
Dude, like Shenmue got no facial expression in that game. Come on now. Oh, man.
He
out.
feel no emotion because his father died, dog.
Oh,
Ever since his father died, he feel no
then what's the excuse of the girl?
She feeling his pain. She share his pain because she is a girl.
Oh man, what about the villains?
They evil, so it's like they have no emotion.
Oh man, the excuses I'm hearing.
Yeah, I hear that.
You know what? I'm gonna give you a pass on this one, Jigo. Give you a pass on this. But Inspector, what do you think about the I guess June 25th release day? You think that's good for the game's Japanese game? So personally, I think that's the best time frame for the Western audience to play it.
Yeah, I think it's a good release date. I don't know if I agree. Is the 21st the Japanese date or
no 21st is the digital, like you get it early.
Like
Physically,
I don't really
you
agree
get
with
it 4 days
that.
later.
I don't know if I agree with that, but I don't like when you get games early digitally or like movies early digitally.
Wait a minute. Okay, wait. 25th is on a Tuesday, and the 21st is on a Friday.
Okay. So basically, it like you basically have to wait the weekend to get it if you're getting it physically.
Yeah, and if you want to avoid spoilers, it's like,
yeah, that's gonna be rough for those people. But
yeah,
I mean, like Giga, like I'm never been into like I haven't paid attention to this game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really into JRPGs, but I know Yakuza is like a big one, but I'm not really.
It's more like a. Can I consider a JRPG? It's like you upgrade moves, yes, but it's like, can I cut?
No, I wouldn't consider it RPG though.
I'm saying. It's like I consider it more of an action game, I guess, or it's not even fighting because fighting is like Injustice and Street Fighter.
Yeah,
like
no, I was saying like Yakuza because I know Yakuza is a JRPG. Those are
like
yeah,
Judgment's the same thing as like Yakuza. It's like that's okay. So Judgment's more of a detective game too now because you're like a lawyer and stuff like that and all this other stuff. But like, can I consider it a JRPG because it's like you're upgrading movesets and stuff, and it's like you get more moves. And it's like it's not like Devil May Cry, but I guess you could consider it more akin to that. But it's not a hack and slash. But it's like you get different moves and stuff and upgrade your health and whatnot. But you understand that, Jake. I was like, it's like, I don't know what to categorize that game.
Me either, but I definitely don't consider it RPG though.
Like, let me see. What is Yakuza's genre? Oh man, when I say this, it's straight up. It's an open world action adventure game with role playing elements. That's what Wikipedia says. I would say action adventure then.
Yeah,
it does have some kind of role playing elements. Not really. It's like you get some different dialogue choices, but that's like really for the side quests. So it's like for some side quests, but overall, everyone needs to check out Yakuza and check out Judgment. They're gonna be fire. Oh, Judgment's gonna be fire. I don't know about Yakuza 7 because that's supposed to be a new character. But now we're here to talk about Devil May Cry 5, sitting at a 88 on Metacritic, which is really, really good for the series. I'm very hyped for Devil May Cry 5, and I'm playing the HD collection. So it's like I'm getting hyped for it, getting very, very hyped, and supposedly it has like the best hack and slash in any game, as well as like supposedly the story is good. And the graphics look amazing. RE7's engine is like pure perfection at this point when it comes to Capcom. It's like, and it looks distinct. It looks similar but distinct at the same time. But like the graphics are just insane, and it's supposed to be running 60 FPS on consoles too, which is crazy. but like I'm very hyped for it. Hearing the good things I'm hearing for the game, it just like really brings a smile to my face. And I'm hoping everyone supports the game because we had like a rough February, month of games. So besides Metro Exodus, that was the only good one in February. So and then we got Sekiro coming out later, but like. Yeah, I'm super happy. I'm getting it Friday. I already have it pre-ordered for Steam, so it's like I'm super hyped. But what about you, Jigga? What do you think about the 88 on Metacritic for Devil May Cry 5?
I have no opinion. I'm not a Devil May Cry fan. I played one of them, and I'm like, nah, this series is not for me. Like, it's all about combos, and it's like, I'm good.
Oh man. All I'm hearing is Jigga being a hater again.
I'm in the same boat as Jigga. I'm not a big fan of it, so.
Oh man.
Oh man, seems like you the hater, dog. Hating on us for having an opinion you don't agree with.
Man, you know what I gotta do? I'm gonna have to donate somebody Devil May Cry 5.
Don't you even think about it.
I never played Devil May Cry. So I don't have any opinions on it.
Got you, Taladia. Hey, live stream that.
Nah, dude. I was gonna make you live stream it, Jigga.
Oh man. Yeah, my game capture don't work no more. Dog.
Game capture don't work? Oh man. But you see, it's either Taladia be live streaming Jump Force, and I'm just like,
streaming Jump Force.
See, Taladia likes Jump Force, but I gotta give that game to you because you be live stream Metro Exodus, and that's a good game. And Taladia, if you stream a good game, I might donate you a good game. Feel me?
I'm listening.
You stream me a good game, I might donate you a good game that's really cheap. Maybe. I don't know. A good game, not Jump Force.
Like Xenoverse?
No, not that. No. Why are we downgrading? It's like no. None of those games. I don't play Uncharted.
Wait, you don't play Uncharted? I thought you do play Uncharted.
Todd had never played Uncharted.
Oh, I thought you were talking about you.
Oh, yeah, I played the whole series.
Uncharted, dog. Facts.
Talking about Taladia. Buy the whole collection, Taladia.
No.
Don't buy it.
I Uncharted. I second. Why do you have against Uncharted, Taladia?
Because like
man bought Jump Force but wouldn't buy Uncharted.
I bought Jump Force for a reason because of my viewers, isn't it? Because my viewers wanted me to play multiplayer with them.
I'm a viewer and I want you to buy Uncharted.
Not happening.
Oh my gosh.
Not happening.
Viewers want you to play bad games?
I'm talking about games that will actually get people interacting. So like
interacting, man. I'll be interacting with the bad cutscenes. That'd be.
Then forget that. If it's got bad cutscenes, forget about that.
No, talking about Jump Force having bad cutscenes.
Oh, Jump Force?
Do you think Uncharted got bad cutscene? Oh man, he's never experienced Uncharted. You see that?
Yeah, I haven't experienced Uncharted.
Yeah, and just a really good experience.
I ain't gonna say really good.
Okay, what do you think is better, Jump Force or Uncharted, Jigga?
Oh, definitely Uncharted. Facts, no doubt, no question.
Or The Last of Us.
Wait. Right. I'm more into this, heroes types of games. I'm not into the shooting type, like all this like shooting, like Tomb Raider type of game. Because
you gotta realize over there they don't have guns.
Oh man. So what game would it be? Oh, you can play Yakuza.
Oh, Yakuza. I saw you play it.
No. Dude, there's no shooting. There's punching.
There's punching, yes, but there's also guns in it. No,
man. In the store, there's guns in it. Like, man, there's a lot of games you wouldn't play, dude. I don't know what to say.
I told you I haven't tried Xenoverse yet.
Hey, man, guns are bad.
Gosh, dude. Xenoverse, don't play that game.
I'm talking about the second one, not the first one.
Xenoverse 2 legit has the same story. I played it, dude. I got on my Switch. Pretty bad. I wish I could sell it. I got on digital, so I'm big yikes.
Wow.
Dude, you are just like killing me right now with these games.
He's not killing you.
I got it. Horizon Zero Dawn. You're fighting robot dinosaurs.
Horizon Zero Dawn. I'll think about Horizon, but that's on the list.
Oh man, he only thinking about it, dog.
See, I don't know what other games that.
You could get me a $20 game. That you can do.
Wait a minute. Didn't you play Friday the 13th?
Yes, I got Friday the 13th, and then I sold
Isn't
it.
that a violent game?
But I had to give it back. The game was too crap.
What? But you played a violent game. You're killing me.
I have
buddy. You're really killing me, man.
Oh man, I'm falling back.
We need to go to the. Let's go to the next subject.
You're killing me, man. But okay, Inspector, what do you think about the 88 Metacritic score on Devil May Cry 5?
I think it's good. I've never played a Devil May Cry game. Like, to me, when it comes to those type of games, not like shooting games, but like massively difficult games like Devil May Cry, I've never been into like the ultra difficult games because I like enjoying my games and not pulling my hair out. So that's why I've never played like Dark Souls or Bloodborne or those type of games, but because they just don't appeal to me. But
I'll get you into those series.
nah.
He's like, nah.
I'll donate you the Devil May Cry HD collection.
Ooh.
I'm good.
He's like, I'm good.
You guys are killing me. You get free games and you don't say yes to it.
Because it's games I don't want to play.
Hey, at least I play Uncharted and Horizon.
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, so I just thought of a game. Go buy Fighter Z. Go play that game. Way better than any of the games you mentioned.
Yeah, I'm doing something at the moment.
Oh man.
Oh
You
man.
a good game and just sideline.
He's ignoring you, Red Hood. What are you gonna do about it?
You know, I could kick the man and serve his sentence, but I'm not going to do that. That's why I say, go play Fighter Z because those games are better than Jump Force.
Fighter Z, yes, that came out last year.
Yeah. Oh, okay. What? You were talking about Xenoverse too. That came out 2 years ago.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about Xenoverse too.
I'm confused. I'm gonna probably get Sekiro, dog.
I'm more like a guy that's.
Wait a minute. You play Injustice and you play Jump Force, but you won't play Fighter Z?
Well, I
It's a
played
Dragon
Fighter
Ball.
Z.
It's a Dragon.
I played Fighter Z before.
Uh-huh.
I played it on the Xbox, and then I sold my Xbox. Remember?
Okay.
But I never streamed it.
Okay. So you can buy it.
I'm not buying it again. You crazy?
What? Oh my! But you're willing to buy Xenoverse 2?
Yes.
I'm done.
The spookiness has never left the building. Oh, I'm trying to say.
All right, I'm switching time. I'm done. I can't ever convince you to buy a good game.
So y'all agree Red Hood spooky? Facts.
All right. So the next subject is about movies and.
Oh man, killing me. Anyways, so here we go. Stefan Amell tweeted out, had a Facebook live stream about it too. Supposedly season end's going to be done. Season 8 is going to be last season, 10 episodes. Personally, what do I think about this? I like season 5. They just stopped watching after that, and it's like, for me, it's like this. Personally, I feel Arrow. Oh my. Okay. Are we gonna get ever the Oliver Queen that we want in the comics? No.
No, we're not gonna get that.
Even when it ends, I don't think so. Personally, I have some like big flaws with the series. Like I like season 5 a lot more than I do the season 3 and 4 and 6. I haven't watched season 7 actually, to be completely honest. But I watched or 6, so it's like 6 or 7 I haven't watched, but like 5 is like I was like, oh my gosh, you know what? Because of Inspector saying really good things about it, I'm going to watch season 5, and I enjoyed season 5. But for some reason, I never got around to 6 or 7. For me, it's like I personally think that the series has been running a bit too long for its sake, right? I do think a lot of times they do take Batman villains in the series as well. But my thing is, it's hard for a Green Arrow series as well because the Rogues Gallery isn't a lot to choose from, right? So it's like this. It's like personally, I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm not gonna be like, oh my gosh, it's over. Personally, I have this feeling as well as like Berlanti, the production Berlanti is just moving more and focusing more into the DC universe, which makes more sense. The DC universe app. Personally, I like the DC shows more in the DC universe than I do currently now in the CW. That's just opinion though. But Legends of Tomorrow was also rumored to be getting canceled. So it seems like this rumor is right.
Wait, there's more than that. There's also Supergirl being rumored to be cancelled as well.
Yeah. Or they're ending the season with short episodes, right? Which is happening with season 8 of Arrow. That's probably what's going to happen with Supergirl and Legends of Tomorrow. Am I going to cry about this? No. Flash, I'm surprised hasn't gotten the rumor yet because Flash hasn't been good since season 1, to be completely honest. Season 1 is like one of my favorite, shows, coming out.
It's the way I see it is it's just the fact that what's it called? WB right now, I think they're shifting everything over to the movie side of things. Like when obviously not Stephen Amell.
No, I don't think they're shifting into the movie side of things. I think they're more shifting into the DC Universe app side of things because Berlanti is the producer in all of these shows, really.
No, because if you think about it, right? Supergirl, right, currently has been rumored to be in production for a movie. Okay. And why they're canceling? Why has it been rumored that they've been canceling the show now after the season?
Then that's like saying Green Arrow is going to have a movie, which I have.
No, I don't think they're going to have a movie, but I think Green Arrow is going to be switched over to the DC streaming service. So you'll have that first, like, how many seasons was it? 8 seasons, right? Altogether.
It's going to be 9 seasons at the end.
Well, 9 seasons, then you'll have.
I would have 9 seasons.
Well, I think that if it's going to be 8 or 9 seasons, it'll be on the DC streaming.
Oh, 8 seasons, my bad.
So 8 or 9 seasons, then it's going to be on the DC streaming service. But I don't think even after that, they're like WB will just be like, okay, we're not going to move on from we're not going to do any more Arrow stuff. But I think they'll have like this strategic maneuver where WB will like, okay, we could put Batwoman there because we're going to promote some sort of, we can have a little bit of a tease for Batman. And just Supergirl is just like, now we're going to try and move things over to the movie side because that's what WB's done, essentially, because they're trying to push that out right now, and they've said it in the they have kind of stated they're trying to step away from not only for the movie side but for the TV side, they're trying to step away from certain aspects of things. And with the ratings of Supergirl, it's gone really low. I think that's another factor too.
Yeah, and I completely forgot Batwoman's still having her show. So
yeah, so that kind of makes sense and there's also a rumor that the whole rumor for the Superman TV show too, which still hasn't been confirmed.
Is that going to be on the DC universe or no?
No.
Doesn't. Yeah. But Inspector, what do you think about this?
I'm kind of bummed. I've liked Arrow. I've been through its ups and downs. I've been there since the beginning. Season 1 was good, had some missteps. Season 2 was great. Season 3 and 4, the first half of season 3 was really good.
Yeah, and then it went off the cliff right when Oliver went off the cliff.
It went off the cliff. Yeah, it went off the cliff, and Oliver went off the cliff, and then 4 was not good. 5 started the upswing, and I've liked it since 5. I think how he's been working with the police now, and the team has basically been like deputized by the police. I like that. I like that kind of camaraderie, I guess, since the team is back together. I think what held back season 6 is that everyone was arguing all the time, so you didn't really. Everything just felt so, I guess, like stagnant. But I still liked season 6. But and it totally makes sense that's ending because it's ending with the crossover. So it's ending with Crisis on Infinite Earths.
I heard that after Crisis of Infinite Earth, there's one more episode of Arrow on that.
It'll probably just be an epilogue. But
yeah, that's what I think too. It'll just be an epilogue, and then that's it.
And yeah, I think what they're doing is that they're transitioning. CW is in a transitioning period between these first wave shows, which are like Arrow, Flash, and kind of because Legends of Tomorrow came in at like the end of the first wave. Then the second wave started with Black Lightning, and now on to Batwoman. I don't think those shows are gonna last that much longer. I think CW is most likely just going to focus on Supernatural because Supernatural is still going on for some reason. Like they said they were going to cancel it at episode 300, which was this season.
Oh, I saw that episode 300. I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty good episode.
And then they're like, "Nope, we renewed it." It's like, why didn't you just?
It was a good whatchamacallit, reunion of sorts between Dean, Sam, his mother, and his father.
Yeah, it's just like
good one.
Because this is gonna be like the 14th season of Supernatural, and just like this is the longest running CW show ever.
It's gonna go
on forever.
It's running show.
I think as time goes on, I think CW is just gonna become like a syndicated network where everything's just reruns.
It might be. It depends. Like personally, I think WB also because like they own CW, right?
Yeah, it's half owned by them and half owned by CBS.
So it's like my thing is, I was surprised like Batwoman wouldn't just go to the DC Universe app or something like that.
Yeah, but they've already filmed a couple episodes. They're already filming.
Berlanti is a producer in Titans as well as Doom Patrol. And I'm
if they already had it set for CW and they already have episodes filmed.
And I'm saying he's gonna also be a producer of like Swamp Thing and it's Stargirl most likely. So it's like, are they gonna end the CW run like soon? Like Batwoman's not gonna really have a long season or a long show, so to speak.
Yeah. I don't think Batwoman is gonna have a long series. I don't think she's even gonna have a full series. I think she's gonna have like a mid-season type where it starts like in January and goes to like May. It's gonna be like a half a season.
Yeah, because their focus point really is in that DC Universe app, to be completely honest.
Like, I don't think they're gonna move any of the CW shows over to DC Universe because DC Universe already has like a bunch of original shows.
Yeah.
Like they have Doom Patrol going on, Swamp Thing is coming in the summer. Which they have like a little teaser for Swamp Thing. And it looks really cool. Like it was just like it just looked like Alec Holland in a swamp. Well, it looks really moody and like the tone was great.
Yeah.
They basically have everything planned up until like 2020 because Stargirl is gonna be like the cap for the end of the year for DC Universe.
Yeah.
And with DC Universe, they pretty much like corrected my main like flaw with them is that they pretty much upgraded their comic book selection like tenfold.
Yeah, they're doing Rebirth now, right?
And older stuff. Like they have a bunch of old runs, like complete runs. And most of the runs that they have on there I own, so like but there are some runs that I haven't read that I'm interested in, but the problem that I have when I'm on DC Universe is that like when I'm reading a comic, sometimes the same page loads twice. Like when I'm reading a comic and I'm like halfway through, when I click to go to the next page, the previous page loads again. So it's like a weird glitch that I have. So I don't know if anybody else has that glitch because I don't know anyone else who has DC Universe except for
I have DC Universe, but supposedly it doesn't work well with the Fire Stick. so I have to sometimes turn off the Fire Stick for it to work sometimes.
Oh, I just use it on my laptop.
Yeah, no, it works flawlessly on the laptop. But when you download the app for the Fire Stick, for some reason that app sometimes doesn't load. So it's like you have to turn it off and turn it back on. It's like a known issue, I think, on the Fire Stick as well as what's the Roku. So it's like a known issues on those. I think it works well on the Android phones and stuff like that. The app does, but like those devices, it just gets annoying. But yeah, Jigga, you got any comment on season 8 being the last season for Arrow, or were you never a big fan of Arrow TV show?
After they did that episode about like guns and shit, I was done with this show. It's like, bruh.
Oh shit. I remember that.
It was like, if it was done right, I would have been okay with it, but it was just thrown in there, and it was like, bruh, this feels so out of place. Like, nah, fuck, I'm done with this show, bruh. And then I never watched after that, so yeah.
Understandable. All right, so now we can go into Suicide Squad 2. Now, this is rumor. Take this with a grain of salt, because I don't know if they're really actually doing this, but supposedly Idris Elba is in talks to replace Will Smith as Deadshot. Now, and they're saying Elba's was the allegedly director's first and only choice for the role. Do I think this is true? I have no idea, to be completely honest. I do think Idris Elba is a really good actor. Would I mind him playing Deadshot? I would not mind him playing Deadshot. I do see some outcry about it. I think he's a fantastic actor, and I think personally, I think he would be a good Deadshot. But that's just me, though. But do I think this is true? I can't. It's like saying the Hollywood Reporter saying that, really. So, Hollywood Reporter sometimes spotty with the whole breaking stories and their scoops. So it's like, I don't know. But what do you think about this, Jig, about Idris Elba potentially replacing Will Smith as Deadshot?
I can really see him doing it. Like, I'm just picture my mind him doing scenes, and it's like, you know what? I would actually like to see this. And then since Smith is gone, it's like he's a good actor. It just seems like he would make a great fit into that character.
Yeah. What about you, Inspector?
I'm kind of indifferent to it. Like, I really liked Will Smith's Deadshot. Like, I didn't like Suicide Squad is just an indifferent movie for me. Like, I really liked the first act, but then it kind of fell apart. The second and third. I think that's just because of how it was basically like an assembly movie, where a trailer company cut it and they put in all this music and they basically changed the whole movie. But I liked Will Smith, even though he pretty much just played Will Smith. But I'm just, when it comes to Idris Elba, I'm kind of sick of Idris Elba. Like, he's a good actor. I just hate the cult of personality that everyone has for him. Like, they fan cast him for everything. I'm just like, he's a great actor, but every actor does not need to play a superhero or a supervillain. Like, it seems like Idris Elba is great in those small movies. Like, he was in Dark Tower, and look at how that turned out.
But he did good in
I know that's not. I mean, that movie's not his fault, but I'm just saying.
He did good in Thor.
Yeah, but he didn't really have anything to do in Thor. That's what I'm saying. Like, that was his main complaint with Thor, is that
he doesn't have a big role and stuff.
He doesn't have a big role. He likes having bigger
roles. Medium roles. That's
no, he doesn't like medium role. He rather have a big leading role.
Look at Jungle Book. He was Shere Khan and he did great. Yeah. Even though his face wasn't there, his voice was really commanding.
Yeah.
I'm kind of indifferent to it. It says he's in talks, so it hasn't gone fully through yet. Plus, the script is even done, and it's not even fully 100% that Gunn is the director. That's still rumor, but they are using his script. But we don't even know the progress of the script since Gunn is doing that Brightburn movie.
The only thing we know is that the rumor is that they're happy with the draft or something like that. We don't know what stage of the script is in. We don't know if it's still in the draft stage or if it's being finalized or whatnot. Got no idea on that part, you know. But overall, I have no problem with Idris Elba taking the role. But what about you, Claudia?
To be perfectly honest, I don't mind. To be fairly honest, and like we don't know, of course, if they're intending to have Deadshot in the next Suicide Squad movie. You know, that is still a rumor of its own. It could have somebody else. But to have Idris Elba as Deadshot, I wouldn't mind. But I would rather prefer somebody else though to be in that role. Somebody that has somebody that would take the role serious and understand the comics and the way he is. Because I think the whole Suicide Squad, when it came down to the Suicide Squad movie itself, they didn't really go by the comics, to be honest with you.
Except for Wonder Woman.
Except for Wonder Woman, and Superman, but besides that, it was just kind of like a joke.
But that would be a good way for me to watch the movie, because I don't plan on watching it because like the first one was really boring. I couldn't even finish it. But if he was in there, I would give it a chance and like see what it's like.
Yeah. Me, I have more faith if there's no studio meddling. James Gunn's the director, and with these type of casting choices, I'm fine with it. Mm-hmm. I'll be more interested in watching the movie. And I think it'll be a better movie than Suicide Squad 1. We don't know what the actual Suicide Squad title is. Some people said the Suicide Squad or whatnot, or just Suicide Squad. I have no idea. But yeah, it's that Blumhouse is doubtful on Happy Death Day 3. And someone just tweeted at Jason Blum, it's how likely is it we're going to get a Happy Death Day 3? Not very, but not impossible. And the reason for this is because Happy Death Day just didn't do well in the box office, even though it had a $9 million budget. It just didn't make as much as the first, where the first film grossed $125 million worldwide. So that's pretty crazy with a $9 million budget in the first movie. But Happy Death Day to You has only made $75 million worldwide, and they were expecting it to, basically make more money than the first, and that wasn't the case. And plus, there wasn't really big marketing for it either. So it's I don't know. It's I think it's also retreading on other tropes from the first film too, from the trailers, and just doesn't make people want to go see the film that much. So that's really my whole take on Happy Death Day to You, or Happy Death Day 2, whatever. But Jigga, what do you think about this? Did you see the first movie?
Yeah, is that the one where the girl kept dying and she had to try to figure out what was killing her?
Yep.
Yeah, we watched that in a movie night. It's not really that good of a movie in the first place. It was just I feel like it caught itself in a good time where it wasn't really nothing on. People hoping people just went and watched it, but it really wasn't that good of a movie, and they should just left it at one. Or I don't see why they made a second one.
I mean, I think the whole reason why they made a second one was because of the $9 million budget of the first film. They only had to, straight up spend $9 million on the film.
But some things is just because it's something, not even say new, because I feel like that's been done before, but because it's I don't know, it just catches a wave, and when you make a sequel, the sequel's never going to catch the wave the first one did.
Well, I would say yes and no. It's because think about even superhero movies, the Avengers movie has grossed more and more money each film, so it's
But that type of movie is different. I don't know how to explain it. It's just not the same.
Are you talking about smaller movies won't really
Not even a small movie, just that type of movie, like that. I don't even know what type of movie
like
you would consider.
I guess, right? Or
Semi-horror, but yeah, it's like that type of movie. The more sequels you have, it usually just gets like not bogged down. It just doesn't sell well because like it's you've been there, done that.
No, I totally understand that. But Inspector, what do you think about this news about Jason Blum? Just like, it's not likely going to happen, but it's not impossible.
Nah, I'm indifferent. I never watched Happy Death Day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, these Blumhouse movies are just so kind of assembly line. They're just kind of the same movie over and over again.
Well, is the Jordan Peele movie? Yeah, that's Blumhouse.
Oh, I mean, not including those vanity projects like with Jordan Peele and those, and like other movies. I'm talking about like those, like the Happy Death Day, the Escape Room, like those type of movies.
Yeah, that was like Escape Room. Yeah, that was like Sony or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes, that one's supposed to be getting a sequel or something like that. So I don't even know if it did that well to warrant a sequel.
Yeah.
But Talada, what do you think about Happy Death Day 2 not getting a sequel?
I don't really know what to say, to be honest with you.
That's all, dude.
Yeah, I got no words.
Got no words. All right, so Morbius, Tyrese Gibson cast is now he's a cast in the Spider-Man spinoff. Tyrese, the man who complains a lot about Fast and Furious, about The Rock getting spinoff movies. He's actually finally been casted, other than a Fast and Furious movie, and he'll join Doctor Who's Matt Smith, also playing an unknown role. So, and also Emerald City's Adria Arohan, who will play Martine Bancroft, and of course Jared Leto, who will be playing the vampire man Morbius. Tyrese Gibson, I just stated really what I thought about the man. It's like he likes to complain a lot, and it's like he's out of money all the time, it seems like. And he complains about The Rock getting, spin-off films. And personally, I don't know. I don't really care for Tyrese like that in the Fast and Furious movies. That's just me, though. And he just doesn't seem like that pleasant of a person in real life. What do you think about this, Jiga? About him being in the Morbius Spider-Man spinoff?
I don't like it, but he's not that great of an actor. Like, let's be honest. He just happened to get caught into a franchise where it's like you don't have to be a good actor to be in that franchise. It's just all about guns and explosions and shit. So it's like, yeah, he needs to realize, bro. It's like you're not that great.
Yeah, he complained about The Rock, so it's like getting a spin-off film.
Someone who was actually a pretty good actor, bro. It's like, come on, bro.
Yeah, it's like
where's your place, dog? He don't.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, and he complains about it because he needs more money for stuff. It's weird. I don't know if it's because of like something having to do with like his personal life with, I don't know if it's an ex-wife or something like that. Don't call me on that though.
Yeah, we don't know, but he needs to learn money management, whatever it is.
Yep. Inspector, what do you think about Tyrese being in the Morbius spinoff?
Another thing I'm indifferent on. Like, I'm not really interested in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a passing interest, I guess. Like, as you guys are saying, he's known as like kind of a whiner. Like, whenever a person gets more attention than him, he always complains.
Yep.
It's gonna be like The Rock in Fast and Furious, and
well, watch him complain about like freaking Jared Leto getting the whole spotlight and stuff like that for the film.
Oh, I mean, it's not like Jared Leto was the lead actor in the movie.
Oh man! Shout out to Tyrese Gibson. What about you, Taladi? What do you think about Tyrese getting a role in Morbius?
I think it's okay for him to get a role in Morbius. At least now he's got something that he can work on instead of him not having a movie at all. Or yeah, not even being in a superhero movie, regardless. Because like there was rumors of him being casted for Green Lantern, then there was rumors of him being in another movie, but now it's just like he complained about The Rock, and now this is what you get. You'll get something else.
Wait, why you have a problem with Idris Elba, but not a problem with this fucking non-acting ass dude? Idris Elba is actually the fucking good actor. This dude is not. He's trash. Like, he's a good singer and like an average, not a below average actor.
Wait. I don't want to bring that up because
I don't have any problems with Elba. I just have a problem with like how people fan cast him and everything, even roles that I don't agree with him being in. Like, I think he's a great actor. I just think people
cast him and everything.
I think like what Inspector is trying to say. He sees a lot of fan casting, and I think he just gets tired of it.
Yeah, I'm tired of all the fan casting. Like, I really like Elba. I just want him in the right role. People are just like giving him every black character
that they can think of.
Just because he's Idris Elba.
Just like that's how great he is.
I mean, he is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie about that.
He is pretty good. I think, like, I haven't seen The Wire, but I heard he's great in The Wire.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
Wire is like one of my favorite shows. Not gonna lie about that. But so we got some more interesting things. Shout out to Max Scoville, the man, the myth, the legend at IGN.
Is he a legend?
The reason why I'm saying that is, man got an interview with the people that were part of the movie Triple Frontier, being made by Netflix. You know, it's having Ben Affleck. I forgot. I keep forgetting the other guy. One from Sons of Anarchy, and the other one from
Charlie Hunnam.
I think like the main guy. I forgot. Oscar Isaac, and the guy. Oh my gosh, I always forget his name. He's really good in Narcos. He's also in The Mandalorian and Wonder Woman 84.
Chris Pine.
No.
Oh,
the villain.
Oh,
I always forget Pascal. Yes, he's really good. So they're part of that movie. Triple Frontier looks really, really good. And guess what? Max Scoville was asking Ben Affleck.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yes. IGN's Max Scoville sat down with Affleck for a special live roundtable interview with him, and the rest of the star-studded cast. You know, they have the cast with them. And they're not going to talk about the movie. He's going to ask Ben Affleck about Batman again. And he asked the actor what his Batman movie would have been. You can watch Affleck's answer, and basically they have the quote about, his movie. And he says, that was part of the problem, admitted Affleck candidly. We worked on the script. I was trying to figure out how to crack it. I was never happy enough with it where I thought it was worth going out and making it, because I just didn't want to do a version that I wasn't really excited by. So I still don't know. Affleck admitted, even though but when IGN invested this said months later. Yeah, okay. So that's really what he had to say. Personally, don't know why you had to ask him that question when he's promoting the movie with the rest of the guys. It's just like,
everyone asked him this question when he was promoting other movies as well, even when he was still rumored to be making the Batman.
Yeah, it's like,
look, but you complaining, but you're talking about it right now.
Yeah,
you're talking about the interview, so it's like, of course I'm going to ask what people want to click. I need to get them clicks, dog.
Yeah, they do get them clicks. I'm not gonna lie about it, because they want them clicks. But my thing is like, you see the face of Ben Affleck. He really doesn't want to talk about being Batman anymore.
He's tired of that question. Like,
what?
Everyone asks.
He's going to be asked that until he dies. Bro.
I know, like,
probably. He'll be like 80 years old.
About his script when he was doing like The Accountant and Live by Night, and like he even said like during those, like, I don't want to talk about Batman. I want to talk about these movies. and then now since he's gone, everyone's asking like, oh, like what could have been? It's like just let it go, guys.
It kind of was a really good movie, though. Not really good, but it was a good movie.
No, but the way I see it is Max Schofield shouldn't have asked him at all. Should have just let it.
I mean, I can't blame Max Schofield because it's like he is doing what he can to get this interview to get clicks. So it's not really his fault. It's like,
and it might have not been his question. It could have been an IGN thing. They were like, you need to ask him this question. Could have been that. We have no idea. Could have been his fault. It could have been IGN entirely. But because IGN's now getting big into the movie business now.
Yep, they're turning into the Collider type of thing,
where they're starting to get the actors.
Because nobody respects them in gaming, so they're trying to go to movies.
They're trying to do like both. I feel they're trying to do like both avenues now.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. But
nobody respects their movie opinions either, so it's like,
But yeah, totally. I'll be watching The Triple Frontier. I don't know when that movie's supposed to come out on Netflix. I think it might be March. I think it's March, I believe, but I think that's a good like cast lineup when you get Sons of Anarchy, Oscar Isaac, Ben Affleck, Pedro Pascal, right?
Yeah, Pedro Pascal. Yeah.
And some other dude. I don't know what the other dude's name. He might be in something else. I don't know.
His name is I just had it up.
Oh, for Sons of Anarchy?
But that's Charlie Hunnam. I know that.
There's somebody else. There's 5 stars. I don't know what the
the other one is Garrett Hedlund. Garrett Hedlund.
I don't know what movies he's been in.
Inside Llewyn Davis, Friday Night Lights, Mudbound. Not a good track record here. Pan, Unbroken, Aragon.
Aragon.
Legacy. He was in Mosaic. The TV show Mosaic. But
okay, all I can say, the 4 other cast members really good. I don't know about that one though. This guy, can't really say. But I'm excited for the movie. But yeah. So next topic: Game of Thrones released a trailer. And can I tell you what is going on? No, but I'm super hyped.
Yeah, don't look spoiled. I haven't watched it, and I don't plan on watching it.
Yeah, I got no words, so you can.
Oh man, because you don't watch Game of Thrones, Taladi.
No, I watch Game of Thrones. I'm just not spoiling it for myself.
Yeah, I just can't be asked.
You can't be. I'm asking you now. Go watch Game of Thrones.
No.
Oh man, you are robbing yourself of a good time. Oh man, but I'll say this: very much enjoy the season 8 trailer. Think it's going to be really, really good. There's actually nothing spoiler about it, Jigga. Like I can't tell you anything because there were a lot of quick shots of everything. It was like very sporadic, so it's like I can't tell you what season 8 is. It's basically like what season 8 is going to be, though. Like the wall. Spoiler to everybody: the wall breaks.
Why are you spoiling? Oh my god! Here we go with the spoiler. Spoiler hood.
I said spoiler alert. Like, come on now. Spoiler.
I can't just leave the podcast.
Wait, you already played it. You already watched it, didn't you?
No, I told you I'm not watching it.
No. What? I thought you watched.
Yeah. I'm caught up. No.
Okay. Yeah.
Break it. Did it?
What? Yes, it did. It's season 7.
Wait,
what? Yes.
Oh
man!
At the end, yes. At the end,
did not watch
does,
season 7. Get the fuck.
No,
out.
I did.
All right.
Look, dude, smash his sister or cousin, niece.
Wait, what?
And one of those.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
that's in the last episode. Yeah, this is on.
Yeah, so I'm trying to tell you, I did watch the show.
Okay, good.
It just
all I said is like legit. It's basically hints at that, and it's gonna be like that. Because like the final battle is most likely going to take. Well, there might be 2 battles. We have no idea. Some people think the show is going to have the Battle of Winterfell and then the battle between like the South and North.
My thing is, I believe everybody's just going to die.
It's gonna be a bittersweet ending. That's what I heard. I don't think bittersweet ending doesn't mean everyone's gonna die. That's everyone. That's a sad ending.
No, because the blonde chick, they're not trustworthy, and I feel like they're gonna do something to get everybody killed.
Some people think, well, she got the army coming. Remember, like with the elephants and shit like that.
Yeah, they're gonna probably try to murder the other.
Some people think that's gonna be a second battle. So after the dead, that Cersei's gonna face them. After facing the dead.
But low key, that's kind of dumb because we've seen what they do to like.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, because if they, bro, it's over with. I can't see them winning.
Which one, Cersei winning or the North?
No,
winning?
any of the people winning against the fucking what's they call them? No,
the White Walkers.
Yeah, White Walkers. I can't see because it's like the more it's like zombies. Like the more them they kill of you, the more that joins to their army. So it's like.
Suppose it's harder to kill the lieutenants than it is the regular guys. You need to kill the regular lieutenants with actual Valyrian steel. And there's not many Valyrian steel. The only people that have Valyrian steel, if I could be completely wrong, Jon Snow, Jaime Lannister. Wait, no, Jaime doesn't. Because Jaime gave away his sword to... Oh my gosh, what's her name?
Was it Bree?
Yeah, Bree. So Bree has a Valyrian steel sword. I don't know who else has Valyrian steel. I think those are the only people that I know that I recall. I have to I'm gonna rewatch the show. I might actually do that this month though.
I should have done it because like, was it Comcast had it free?
Mm-hmm.
Like you could watch the whole thing for free.
Yeah, I might just rewatch it because it's been a while, so I'm gonna have to get caught up. But overall, I'm super hyped, and there is another Game of Thrones news thing, and season 8's set to include the longest consecutive battle sequence ever committed to film. And this is a new set report. Entertainment Weekly reveals that one episode will feature the Battle of Winterfell, pitting human allies against the army of the Night King. It'll bring the most major Game of Thrones characters in one place since the show's first episode, which that's very much true, and is apparently expected to be the longest consecutive battle sequence ever committed to film. The wording there is interesting. EW says the episode will be the longest battle sequence not included, which implies the battle will take up entirety of its runtime, with some episodes this season expected to run up to 90 minutes long. That could be very considerable. Some, but definitely not all, of the characters involved are Jon Snow, Daenerys Targaryen, Tyrion Lannister, Arya, Sansa Stark, and Brienne of Tarth. So definitely, it's also definitely not the series finale, which will be directed by showrunners David Benioff and Dan Wise, and whose details are far more under wraps, to the point where only approved crew members with bespoke episode 6 badges were allowed on set. That's crazy. That's insane. Requiring 11 weeks of night shoots, up to 750 cast and crew members. The episode sounds like it may also be the most exhausting Game of Thrones history, to the point where director Miguel Sapochnik apparently phoned actors a year in advance to tell them to prepare. We've heard about this episode before, when assistant director Jonathan Quinlan posted a note thanking cast and crew for 55 nights of work. Now we know why. He said that shoot was for something that's never been done before. As for what exactly happens in the battle, we're understandably less sure on that. Co-executive producer Brian Cogman told EW, but we have asked the production team and crew to do this year. Truly has never been done in television or in a movie. This final face-off between the army of the dead and the army of the living is completely unprecedented and relentless, and a mixture of genres. Even within the battle, there are sequences built within sequences built within sequences. David and Dan wrote an amazing puzzle, and Miguel came in and took it apart and put it together again. It's been exhausting, but I think it will blow everyone away. Yeah, Miguel has done amazing battle sequences. And the Battle of the Bastards, like, that man directed an amazing fight scene I've ever seen, to be honest, completely in film. Like, you know, that battle sequence rivals a lot of film movies. And I completely agree with that. Miguel deserved those Emmy awards for that show, for the Battle of the Bastards. Like, that was insane. But Jigga, what do you think about this? This news regarding the longest battle sequence and them being very secretive about episode 6 of David and the showrunners directing that episode, and only like people with badges saying episode 6 were only approved crew members.
I mean, I don't blame them because it's like this is probably going to net them a lot of money, and they don't want any spoilers getting out because that would like I don't know, like upset some of the fans who want to see it. So it's like I can see what they're doing, but I'm hyped for it. It sounds like I don't know. The battles were never really that great in that show. They were okay, but I don't know. I never really got into that show for the battles.
Like, you never liked the Battle of the Bastards?
Nah, I didn't.
Oh, really? I thought that was like a really good battle. Like, I think in terms of like that battle sequence, better than any other movie that has done those type of battle sequences in that time frame. Like, I personally liked it more than I did in like what was it, Troy or something like that. That's personally what I feel.
Man, I've never seen it.
300, they're like neck and neck for me. But that's just me, though. So we got some more interesting news. Edge of Tomorrow 2 is reported in development. Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt expected to return. So there's a sequel. We get this from The Hollywood Reporter. Director Doug Liman is also expected to return, but he and the lead actors will reportedly do so on condition that they likely the latest script. What? That doesn't make any sense. Matthew Robinson, who has also worked on the invention of the lying monster trucks and more, has been taped to develop the script. I don't know what that. Whoever writes these articles need to freaking proofread because I don't know what they're trying to say. I'm going to say they want a good script. That's like what I'm going to assume. So personally, what do I think about this? I can't wait for it. I really liked the original film. It was really good. It was based off the manga, I believe. The Japanese novel, All You Need Is Kill. So I really enjoyed that film. I can't wait to see the sequel. Emily Blunt was a great, amazing actress in that film as well. Emily Blunt's like really good in a lot of movies. And Tom Cruise, like, it was good in that film too. And I need to rewatch that film too because I really enjoy Edge of Tomorrow. But Jigga, have you seen Edge of Tomorrow? And what do you think about the sequel being made?
I'm really hyped for that because I really like that. It was science fiction, which I like, So yeah, and it. But I don't know though, because like, yeah, I want to see it, bro. Like, that's all I gotta say.
What about you, Inspector? Have you seen Edge of Tomorrow? What do you think about the sequel?
I loved Edge of Tomorrow. I'm happy that Lyman is back, and hopefully they get a good script and. If the cast is good. I saw a person talking about this on Twitter, and what if Emily Blunt is the one that dies now, and it's from her point of view? I think that would be interesting.
Yeah, that would be pretty dope. I wouldn't mind it. Emily Blunt's she's a great actress, so I would not mind her point of view. I think she can very much hold a film. What about you, Talia? What do you think about Edge of Tomorrow getting a sequel?
I like the first one. Just gotta wait and see till the second one comes out with the trailer.
Yeah.
And of course, gotta be the script, gotta look good as well.
Yeah, I feel it. Yeah. All right. So we have James Bond 25, which I always pronounce his name wrong.
Rami
Malek nears deal to play the villain, and he's in iRobot, I believe, right?
Yeah.
No. Yes. Yeah. No, Secret Robot. Sorry, why did I say iRobot? Mr. Robot. I've only watched a couple of episodes of Mr. Robot, but I need to watch more because it's really good from what I've heard. I think it only has 3 seasons or something like that. But it's a really good show, and I need to watch it. If you have Amazon Prime, I believe it's free for Prime members. But yeah, he's being reportedly the villain for the next James Bond movie. Am I fine with that? Yes, I think he's really good as well. He was also in a video game. If you guys don't know, he was in Until Dawn. He was the brother of the sisters that were killed or became monsters. I don't know, one or the other. But yeah, I'm totally fine with that. What do you think about this Jigga? Have you watched Mr. Robot?
Yeah, I have. I seen season 1. I was gonna watch season 2, but after season 1, I was like, do I want to watch more of this? I mean, it's a good show, but I feel like after season 1, can't see them doing anything that will make me want to watch season 2. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you think,
yeah. No, you go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you think he's gonna would you mind him being a Bond villain?
He has a weird face, which I would see that would fit with it being a Bond villain. So it's like, you know what? Yeah, I can really see it.
No.
Right.
What about you, Inspector?
But his face is weird though.
Yeah, I was just about to say what Chiga said. It's like he has a very punchable face.
Punchable.
But I agree though. That's what's so sad about it.
Yeah, like his face just looks like really weird, and from it always looks like he's frowning.
Yeah.
Like it's so weird. Whenever I see a picture of him, it always looks like he's frowning. Like he doesn't have a smile. He kind of has like resting bitch face.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He's a bit young though. He's like in his mid-20s, isn't he?
I don't know. Let me look up this man. Rami Malek. Oh, there we go. He is 37.
Wow.
Wowzers.
He does not look like he's 37. He looks like he's like 25.
Yeah, he was born in 1981. Wow. I would not have expected that.
Yeah, and Daniel Craig is like in his mid-40s, right?
Yeah.
Mid 40s. I don't know. Not my first choice to play a Bond villain, but like to me, I've never seen him as like. I get he had to be very like monotone in Mr. Robot because he's a robot, but I think he needs to branch out.
He was also in Until Dawn, so
yeah. I mean, he was good in Until Dawn, but I think all the other people were better than him. Like, I liked Brett Dalton better than him in Until Dawn, and I like Hayden Panettiere better. And I'm not a big fan of Hayden Panettiere, but she was good in Until Dawn.
All right, what do you think about this, Ty? You fine with him playing a Bond villain?
It depends on what type of Bond villain at the end of the day, because us British fans are into a villain that's really, sinister, right? And from what I think he'll be one of those guys that be rough and tough, like they did with the last movie, where he was like Batista, rough and tough.
Well, Batista was a middle guy, really. He was in the main villain.
But that's the way I could see it. Like it'd be like one of those villains that'd be rough and tough.
Well, if they're going with Rami, right? It's not really going for a villain of rough and tough. It's mostly going, I think, of a villain of intellect. That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah, I assume that too. Like, I don't think many Bond villains, like main villains, have been like rough and tough.
Yeah.
Like most of them have been, and like most of the good ones have been intellectual, like 006 from GoldenEye, or Silva from Skyfall, or who else? Or like Lashif from Casino Royale. Like all those villains were like very intellectual and not really that. Like they had like middlemen who were like they're tough guys, but like they're mainly intellectual villains.
Yep, exactly. But yeah, so we got two. Okay, we got three more topics. Warner Brothers has now said that DC films are on the right track by not focusing on the shared universe. So they're really going more of like they're in the universe, but they're not trying to connect everything together like how Marvel does it. They're trying to have their own standalone films and their own sequels to the standalone films, right? Like you have your the Joker, one-off film, and you have Aquaman 2, and then you have the spin-off Aquaman film and Birds of Prey film, along with the Suicide Squad film. It's like that type of stuff. Will they try and do like a crossover thing? Probably, but not anytime soon. I don't think that's really like my honest opinion on that matter. But I think it's fine. Like they don't need to really focus on that right now. It wasn't their strong suit. I just think they should just focus on their heroes and flesh them out. And then later on, when you get everyone to care about those heroes, you can have them together in a kind of life and death situation and have like the viewers on their toes and yeah, will they die? Will they not die? Something like that. But personally, I think they are on the right track, and that's what they should do. Just make good films. That's just me. What about you, Jigga?
Yeah, I kind of. Well, the best movie to me is Wonder Woman, which is just like a single character. So yeah, I'll have to go with like just focus on building the character. Then if they get big enough, then you do like a collaboration movie. But focus on getting the character established first, like obviously like Wonder Woman, and some people say Aquaman, but I haven't seen it yet. So, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about you, Inspector?
I mean, I think they've pretty much been saying this since Wonder Woman. I think
they've been saying this to themselves, but they haven't really like outright said it, to the.
I think they said it with Wonder Woman, but they didn't want to like they were promoting Justice League, so they didn't want to undercut it. So after Justice League, I don't want to say flopped, but I'll say underperformed.
Mm-hmm.
Now that Aquaman has made $1 billion, like it makes sense. They've been saying this for the past year and a half, so I'm not surprised. I think it's good. Like I think it's good that they're not trying to copy Marvel, doing their own thing, doing more solo movies. Like I don't need like I like what Marvel is doing, but that form of storytelling does create a certain formula, and Marvel formula, whether you like it or not, sells, and like it can make all those like I overall enjoy the Marvel universe, like the cinematic universe. But you can't deny that it's had its ups and its downs. Not all of its movies have been great. Some of them have been mediocre. Some of them have been bad. Like I'm not a big fan of the Thor movies.
Facts.
I mean, I did not like Thor 1 and 2, but I liked Ragnarok. I did not like Captain America 1, but I liked Captain
Winter
America
Soldier and Civil War.
2. Yeah, Civil War. I thought Ant-Man was okay. Never watched Ant-Man.
I'm middle on the.
Oh, I didn't like. I first also didn't forget. I forgot Iron Man 2. I did not like, and Iron Man 3. I did not like.
Like, I don't know. Iron Man 2 is a guilty pleasure for me. I like Sam Rockwell single-handedly saves that movie, like Iron Man 2, because like he's so over the top, and I love Sam Rockwell as an actor. He was a great, like he wasn't a great villain, but like he was a serviceable villain for that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm happy that DC is doing their own thing and kind of letting the directors do what they want. Like they're letting James Wan do his trilogy. They're letting Patty Jenkins do her trilogy. She already has ideas for Wonder Woman 3, which is good. I don't know how many movies Birds of Prey can Since Harley's in it, they'll probably make 3 movies because Harley sells, sadly. So, Suicide Squad will probably have another movie after Guns. Suicide Squad. I don't know. It's gonna be Suicide Squad is so weird, but I don't see a Justice League movie happening anytime soon. I think they're gonna wait probably like at least 5 years until the next Justice League movie. They're just gonna let everything play out.
Mm-hmm. All right. What about you, Talai? What do you think?
About
Warner Brothers, saying that their film's on the right track by not focusing on the shared universe.
to me personally, I'm not happy with the way they are right now. Like, you've got like Wonder Woman, Aquaman, which is in their own right, they're doing well. Obviously, you got Shazam coming out at the end of at the beginning of next month. So it's like, but they're like, we're trying to step away from things, but yet they're trying to connect things at the same time. If you know what I mean.
So what they're doing is that the movies are still connected, but they're just not building to a big thing at the end like Marvel is.
Because here's the thing. It's like with the Shazam movie, what's been rumored so far is that they're gonna have Superman, not Henry Cavill, but his stunt double, to be a part of the movie, and I'm just like, okay, well, it doesn't make any sense then. And then it clicks me. What if they're trying to do like multiple universes, like
No, I don't think they're doing that.
They're not doing that.
That's gonna confuse the viewers like crazy.
Because how is this Joker movie gonna work?
That's just gonna be a one-off thing. It's not gonna be anything being connected.
Oh, it's gonna be a one-off thing, okay? Because it did confuse me when it came out. I was just like, okay, but they got Jared Leto Joker, but now that's been straight up.
I'm pretty sure Jared Leto's Joker is just done.
Yeah,
in general.
Yeah, Jared Leto's Joker is done in general, but like what has been, so what I've seen on the internet and what I've heard so far is just that they've still got the Flash, they've still got Aquaman, you still got.
Well, the Flash, no, I don't know about that one. They keep saying they have that. I really don't know about.
No. I mean, I'm talking about Ezra Miller. He's still saying that he's still.
You could keep saying that, but like after so many years pass, like is like everyone's interest in the Flash has died down. Like I'm not like trying to say that. That.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not trying to like crap on it. I'm just saying like everyone's lost interest. Like the thing with Justice League is.
It just
Aquaman, Wonder Woman, we already had a movie about her, and then Aquaman, we have a movie after Justice League, and it's like my whole thing is, it's like we got that, I just don't like they rode the hype train, so it's like the Flash, years and years and years later, you finally get a Flash movie. I don't think it's gonna do that well because everyone's gonna be like, who's that again?
Right, but here's the big question for you then. Would you still keep Henry Cavill as Superman?
I like Henry, but if they're gonna do a Man of Steel movie, and it's like so many years later after Justice League, it's like you're going to face the same type of situation. And I don't like saying it's going to be the same situation of Avatar, but it's going into the same vein as that. And it's like after so many years, like I don't even think Avatar is going to do that well after so many years. And you're going into that territory as well.
Like, for me personally, it's like with the way WB should be handling it. Like they should be putting out like mainstream characters like Batman. Obviously, you have got the Batman. You have got Wonder Woman, you have got Aquaman, but like, characters like Superman, obviously they're trying to deduct and put it onto a TV show, but then it's like people will forget about the character then, and I don't think that's a good move. And to be fairly honest, if I was WB, I would definitely make like a sequel, prequel type of thing, but it would be set before BVS, but after Man of Steel.
Hey, wait, what? You would have a Superman movie go between those movies?
Yeah, because
In
you
terms
can't.
of continuity, that doesn't make sense though.
No, so basically, it won't. So then, Batman isn't going to be connected to it. Then,
Oh, you don't have to have Batman connected to it after Justice League.
I mean, if they did a sequel to Justice League, right?
But I thought we were talking about like Man of Steel sequel.
Yeah. If that's what I'm trying to say. If it's the Man of Steel sequel set in the same time, after Justice League time frame,
Okay.
I'm just saying that it wouldn't work out because, like, how are you gonna fit the whole scenario with other villains, right? I mean, the one character I think would perfectly fit for, like, let's say a Man of Steel 2 sequel would be Brainiac and Supergirl for
Oh,
sure.
yeah, I mean, you don't need to have any of those characters come up. Like, just be a film after Justice League. I just don't understand what you're trying to get at. Like that to me is like you could have any villain, to be completely honest, after Justice League for Superman. You can have Lex Luthor, crying out loud. You can have Brainiac for the next one. It doesn't I just don't see the point.
I mean, with the Batman movie as well, it's like, yeah, they've gone back.
They're going back. Yeah,
They're going back for that movie, but apparently, like, they're going to do 3 different movies, right? And then by the end of the
they're
third one,
trying to have a trilogy. Yeah.
by the end of the third one, it'll catch up to everything else. That's
the rumor going around, is like catching up, and that's like my mindset. Now, do I think that's true? I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be the case. But my thing is, Man of Steel is not going to follow all of that. That's just going to do its own thing, I feel.
You think it's going to have like its own, like, little, like, universe type of thing?
It's not a universe. Like, it's still a part of the universe. It's just going to create its own contained story. Like Aquaman creating its own contained story, Wonder Woman creating its own contained story, Batman creating its own contained story.
It'd be like, the way I feel is that it'll be a while before we get another Justice League movie. Like, it'll be maybe 20 years, maybe 15 at max, right?
Yeah.
15, 20 years before we get another Justice League movie. And I'm just like, okay. But they can still do solo movies and possibly even, 1 or 2, like, team up cameo movies like they did with what's it called, with Batman vs Superman. You could easily do something similar to that, but you could do it on a little bit smaller scale though, like Shazam and Black Adam with Superman featured in it. You could do something.
I mean, is that really smaller scale though, with those like big characters like that in terms of special effects?
It can be done.
I don't know. Those are too many big characters, I feel, in terms of like power.
I mean, it won't be straight away, of course, because Shazam, apparently what the rumor mill is saying is that they're going to have like its own trilogy of films. So if they're going to do like that, then leading up to the third film, they could easily do that. They could easily have, like, by the end of the third film, you could have like a Superman, Shazam versus Black Adam type of thing, which actually would work.
Yeah.
Because, mind you, Superman is a big mentor for Shazam in the comics. So, realistically, it would make sense.
Yeah, but we'll see because of the whole Henry Cavill situation.
Yeah, we'll see. Time will tell. Time will tell.
But we got 2 more topics, and then we're going to head out of here.
Is
What?
Dingy going to join us, by the way, for that?
Probably not. I don't think he is. We'll see when we talk about it, because it's the last topic. So trailer came out last week, X-Men Dark Phoenix. I'll quickly give my thing. I actually very much enjoyed the trailer. Not gonna lie about that. I very much enjoyed it. Liked this trailer more than I liked any Captain Marvel trailer. Actually surprised about the whole extensive reshoots, and it being bad. And then when I saw the trailer, I was actually very much like, wow, I'm actually excited for the movie. That's just me though. And I was hyped when, not gonna lie, that they revealed that in the trailer, Mystique dies. Happy because Jennifer Lawrence straight up phoned in Apocalypse. She just doesn't want to be in there anymore. And even Kinberg had an interview with EW, even at Justice. He says the reveal that Mystique, played by Jennifer Lawrence, dies at the hand of Sophie Turner's Jean Grey, while Grey is struggling with the emerging Phoenix inside of her. When asked about why Kinberg and the team decided to reveal Lawrence's fate in this trailer, he responded that it's to primarily show that this is a movie that's unlike the other X-Men movies. And my thing for that is, the real reason is because everyone was complaining about Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique, and you guys finally were like, she needs to die, and plus Jennifer Lawrence doesn't want to be there. So, yeah. So we can get people to be happy. I'm not going to lie, I'm happy. It's a movie where shocking things happen, where intense dramatic things happen. Kimber said people just don't fall off buildings and dust themselves off and walk away. There's a reality to this movie and the consequences to this movie. Even more than that, it was to show that Jean Grey, Jean/Dark Phoenix is generally a threat to everyone, including the X-Men. Kimber also discussed how it felt killing one of the X-Men's franchise biggest characters and stars, saying that while he was obviously sad about it, he felt it was the strongest and most dramatic thing for the movie, and sometimes you have to make those kind of hard decisions to service the larger story. Mystique's death impacts literally everybody. It sets up the tone of the upcoming film, with Kimber hinting there are certainly other major casualties in this. Having Mystique die, who's so important to major characters, forces the X-Men decide to pick sides and decide whether they choose to forgive Jean and try to save her from her inner demons or destroy her for what she has done. For me, Kimber explains, if there's a metaphor for the film, it's like if someone in your life or your family starts to lose control, whether that be because of drugs or mental health issues or more minor things. Question is, at one point, do you give up on them, and how long do you hold out hope for them? So, personally, I like the analogy right there, how he give that, because that's like what some people have to deal with, and that makes sense. It's like, do you give up on her after she kills somebody? You even though she's part of your family, she killed another family member. Like, do you really give up on them, or do you try and save them? Personally, what I very much enjoyed the trailer. I very much enjoyed Magneto's guns coming up and stuff like that. That was pretty cool shot, and the train sequence does need a touch up of the CGI, but I did like the shot right there with the train. Overall, I did see a lot of people very happy for the trailer. I did see some negative people. There's some people like Inspector that just didn't care for it. There are some people who straight up just hating on it just because it's not in the MCU, and I've seen that a lot. So I just find that funny. And even some people were just like, this movie looks better than Captain Marvel. I'm not going to lie. I feel like I'm that way too. But that's just me. What's that, Jigga?
So you just a hater, though. So.
Oh, man, I guess so. Just label me Captain Marvel hater. Oh, man. / Brie Larson hater. But, Jigga, have you seen this Dark Phoenix trailer or no?
No, I'm not a X-Men.
Oh, man. X-Man. But once it comes to the MCU, you're gonna be an X-Men fan.
No, man.
Oh, shoot.
I watched like the older movies, like the first two, but after that I was like,
so even when they go to the MCU, you're not gonna watch
it? Most likely not.
Even if they're gonna be part of the Avengers.
Maybe when they allegedly, come out, you know what I mean? Allegedly, then yeah, I'll probably give them a try, but
oh man.
And I ain't looking forward to them.
All right. What about you, Talada? What do you think about the trailer? Oh man, man's out cold.
I'm back. Don't worry.
Well, what do you think about X-Men, Dark Phoenix, and them killing off Mystique?
I saw the trailer. And I was just like, well, it kind of makes sense because considering that the franchise is done now. So it's kind of their story, Mystique story is done.
Well, I don't think they planned for her death because of the franchise ending. I mean, the movie was in development before the acquisitions were taking place.
Mm-hmm.
I think because people legit was just like, even me, I was like, dude, why is Mystique still a part of the X-Men in Apocalypse? She didn't do a good job whatsoever. Is like she doesn't want to be there.
We all agree Cyclops is trash. Facts.
Okay. I don't think
Trash.
Cyclops is trash. I think they don't know how to utilize Cyclops
Okay, I'll give you that.
in the movies. In the comics, he's better. He's like actually like a leader in the comics. But what do I know?
Movies they had to do what?
I mean, movies, he's like a guy that's obsessed with his girlfriend, and when she dies, he's just crying like a baby.
Like Wolverine, literally, they even have him more of a leader than that man, dog.
Oh yeah, some people don't like him in the leader role. I mean, personally, I like Wolverine, but I can understand their complaints. What about you, Inspector? What do you think about them revealing the death? And what about you thinking about that trailer?
I'm just not interested after Apocalypse. Like Apocalypse kind of left a sour taste in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, like, just the whole production troubles with this movie just kind of plus it's being directed by Simon Kinberg, who hasn't directed a movie, and Simon Kinberg also wrote X-Men 3, and this is basically a redo of X-Men 3, just with a different cast. There's a lot of things that are going against this for me. I personally don't know if I'm going to see it. It's been pushed back so much, and like I liked First Class and Days of Future Past. I liked First Class a bit more than Days of Future Past. But Apocalypse was just such a bore fest to me that
I don't think they knew how to write Apocalypse.
plus the movie itself had really bad pacing, and everything was just so drab and kind of ugly. And like I liked Michael Fassbender in Apocalypse, and some of the action was cool, but on that it was like completely forgettable for me. So I'm not really interested in the trailer. I saw the first trailer, didn't really do anything for me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just kind of just a massive wave of a difference for me.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it was a smart idea for them showing off Mystique?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone has been checked out since Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
So
yeah. For me, I feel like Days of Future Past was like the last good film she was in personally. And then Apocalypse, you could tell she just did not want to be there. She just did not care. Even the makeup in Dark Phoenix looks terrible for her.
Yeah, like she's not really wearing all makeup. She's wearing like a body sock.
Like you could tell, like it's true. You just could tell, like I bet you she had a contract where she's like, nope, you guys are not putting me in full body paint anymore.
Yeah,
even if I'm gonna die, I don't care.
Yeah, I think she's been wearing that body sock either since like I think she wore it in Apocalypse. I don't know if she wore it in Days of Future Past, but I know
Days of Future Past, like I'm pretty sure that was like legit body paint. I think.
I know it was full body paint in First Class, but
yeah, I think it was like in not Dark, Days of Future Past. It looked like it, but Apocalypse didn't, and like Dark Phoenix looks even worse in terms of that. But at least she's barely gonna be on the movie, so that's a plus. Now, for the main event, so to speak, Captain Marvel. Man, oh man, what can I say? We got Rotten Tomatoes at like an 83% or 82%. But a lot of YouTube critics are not digging the film as well. The Rotten Tomato people seem like they're being very honest with the film. Only thing I'm hearing from the positive people that Mendelsohn and Samuel L. Jackson are the stars of the thing, as well as a cat. And a cat. A freaking cat. What about Brie Larson? It's like,
oh, you the hater.
listen. I just don't understand why the reviews aren't talking, like the positive reviews aren't talking about Brie Larson. What's up with that? What's up with that? Like, I just don't understand. Then I go to the YouTube reviews and the negative, and they're saying the same shit. Brie Larson, I don't understand this. Everyone's like, Red Hood, listen, she's an Academy Award winner. She could do it. I'm like Academy Award winners never phone things in for a film they don't really care for or a paycheck they just want for. Like, that's totally never happened, right?
Oh man, here we go.
She looks bored. She don't want to be there. And then she talks about this other stuff. I won't go into that. But from what I'm hearing from people, the only good thing is in terms of her acting is the first like part of the movie. Everything else goes downhill. Some people think she's trying to do a Robert Downey impression. Some people are saying that. But overall, I heard the story was bland from many of the reviewers on YouTube. They just did not care for it like that. They keep talking about cats, man. Like the cat's like the best thing, and Samuel L. Jackson's the best thing. Like my thing is, they're saying this is supposed to have a $375 million opening for worldwide, and I don't trust this. I really, really don't. And don't get me started on Brie Larson. I just don't like Brie Larson. You know, when it comes to movies like this, you just keep your mouth shut. Just keep it shut. Get your manager. I don't know. Get a spokesperson or something, and keep it quiet. And I'm also hearing some rumors say that, and don't take this with a grain of salt, that even one of the cast members at Avengers is just like they were worried about this film, and they just didn't understand why they were being pushed to the side, because they have been with the franchise for a while. Now, some people can chalk this up as Black Widow or Scarlet Witch. I can understand why. You guys have been in this film franchise for a while, and somehow, in some way, Captain Marvel gets the spotlight. It's like Captain Marvel is so famous, right? Like she sells so many comic books, right? She's like Wonder Woman status, right? Like, no, she's not. Is she that powerful? No, she's not. Did she defeat Thanos? No, she didn't. She never did. It's like, dude, Red Hood. She's powerful though, right? No, she's not. You think she could take on Scarlet Witch in the comics? No. Do you think she can take on Doctor Strange in the comics? No. Do you think she could take on Adam Warlock in the comics? No. Do you think she could take on Thanos? No. No is no. You think, like, personally, you think that she could take on Ghost Rider? No. I'm sorry. Like, honestly, it's just crazy. Like Kevin Feige's the man, but when Kevin Feige says dumb stuff, I will call him out on it. And me seeing that interview of him saying she's one of the most powerful and popular Marvel characters. Shut up. Just stop. Because if we're going to talk about that, you go up to anybody and ask them, like 3 years ago, do you know who Captain Marvel is? Do you think anybody will say that? Or who's your most favorite superhero? You think they're going to say Captain Marvel?
Nope.
No. Like, I completely forgot. Jean Grey would wipe the floor of Captain Marvel. Just saying. Like, she would probably kill her in one instant. And she wasn't even like the original. Like, there's Captain Marvel, and then she became Miss Marvel, and someone else was Captain Marvel. I forgot her name.
It was
Rambo.
Yes. Not even her. So, Carol Danvers, very uninteresting. No one really cared for her in the comics. You know, I'm getting a little like heated. Not gonna lie about that. Everyone can tell on the podcast I'm a little heated. Personally, there's a lot of agendas to this movie. Wonder Woman didn't really have this. Really enjoyed that movie. Gal, very pleasant woman. Speaks about love, peace, all that, right? Equality. Doesn't bring down any race or any gender. That's great. Brie Larson doesn't do that. She brings down genders. brings down races. You know, when I hear about this, it's just like, just stop. You're spewing hatred, and it just needs to stop. And maybe she just doesn't know how to phrase her things. That's why you can tell me. Then she needs to talk to more people then, because her social skills are lacking. But that's me. I think I'm done. I'm gonna hand it off to Jigga. What do you think about this, Jigga? About the Rotten Tomato scores? Oh, also I completely forgot. Mary Sue also blamed negative reviews from men. By the way, even though on Rotten Tomato scores there were women that gave this movie negative reviews. So shut up, Mary Sue. What about you, Jigga? What do you think about all this?
That's why I feel like Marvel went wrong in trying to make this an agenda-based movie instead of an actual just good superhero female movie, like, or a good superhero movie who just is a female. Like, cause like when you get things agenda-based and we have to deal with the shit that comes out, like, oh, if you don't like this, you're a fucking female hater, or like, bro, no, it's just not that good of a movie. Or it could have been a good movie, but they try to throw so many agendas at you that it turns into a piece of shit. I just I'm hyped for it. Like, not even really hyped for it. I just want to see it to see whether it's good or not. But I don't like agendas. Like, or when people make movies for the purpose of being an agenda, when you can have a movie about a strong female character and it still be a good movie, like Wonder Woman,
like Alien, like Terminator, Alita. You can have those type of super strong female leads. You don't want, and also they don't want to make Captain Marvel weak. They also said that. I think Brie was saying that because she's not showing emotion. She's trying to not show weakness. It's like,
but that's dumb because every character is weak in his own right. Like Iron Man, Thor, like all of them are weak in their own right.
And I hate when people say that emotion is weak.
Exactly. Brie said that. They were talking about that in an interview. I'm like, what the fuck?
If anything, emotion is a big strength.
Exactly. But, you know, Brie Larson doesn't think that, man. Women have to always not look weak. That's the name in the game these days. Just like men are, for some reason, women think men got to always act strong, even though we look weak at times. And they want to, for some reason, put us down for this type of stuff. Man, oh man. But, Spectre, what do you think about this? Hearing some of the... wait, also, Jigga, when you watch that film, I will laugh my butt off if you tell me the good parts of that film were a cat, Mendelsohn, and Samuel L. Jackson.
But, I mean, from the trailers, her character doesn't look like it's a strong part of that movie. Like, you can just see it, like... I don't know. She just seems like her character just seems like an arrogant asshole, and it's like, I hate those type of people. So it's like that's already looking like a negative for me.
Yeah. Also, Jiggy, you think this can make $375 million opening worldwide?
Yeah, I believe it will.
I don't know, man. I feel like it won't for some reason.
No, it's a Marvel movie. It's going to make that.
What if it doesn't? What if it doesn't, dude? Their plans for Captain Marvel being this next leader of the Avengers is gonna blow up in their face.
What they need to do is just whoever wrote Wonder Woman, they need to go and be like, how did you make a good female character?
Yikes.
Like even Wonder Woman, she was like a beast, but she still loved that dude. Like, there's nothing wrong with being a weak character, like, or not even a character who has weaknesses. That's what makes strong characters better. Is like, yeah, they're strong, but they still have a chink, like Superman. Like, his weakness is a fucking plant, or not even plant, like a
kryptonite
rock, dog. Like,
people.
It's like a rock, dog.
A
rock can kill him. He could fucking punch through the planet, but a rock can kill him. Like, bruh.
A rock can, and like people he cares about. They're in danger. That's the key. Oh man, don't. Oh no, you're bringing up a BVS reference. Stop that.
Marvel basically just pulled a fucking DC with this movie.
Oh man, you know what? You might be right. But Inspector, what do you think about this? About all this, everything, and Mary Sue blaming the male critics on the negative reviews.
I can't say I'm surprised with the Rotten Tomatoes scores. It's typical Marvel fare. They're usually in between 80 and 90%, so I'm not really surprised with that. As for Mary Sue, I mean the Mary Sue are being the Mary Sue. They're a terrible site anyway. They're an agenda-based site. And as for the marketing of the movie, I agree the marketing has not been good. They
appeal to not they appeal to the very they said
very,
it's like feminists. They've appealed to that.
very, very feminist. Like I'm not opposed to like feminism because
but not, like this is what I've always told people. It's like I'm not opposed to women wanting equal rights with men, women wanting equal pay with men. What I'm against is women making themselves feel superior by putting, the males down and putting themselves higher.
yeah.
That's where I have an issue with.
Like when you look at Wonder Woman, like Wonder Woman is perfectly capable, but Steve Trevor was also perfectly capable by himself. Like with here, like like we haven't really seen Jude Law that much in the trailer, but I don't think he's playing a big role.
Supposedly they couldn't, like, it's hard to find him at the red carpet and stuff like that, and like that's what I was hearing from people.
But it seems like what I'm hearing, like I've heard kind of mixed things. Like as you said, I've heard good things about like the action. I've heard good things about Sam Jackson and the cat. And I've heard mixed things about Ben Mendelsohn. Some say he's good, some say he's kind of another forgettable Marvel villain.
I heard like the action, quote unquote, is good, but the fight choreograph is really bad.
Yeah, well, from what we've seen in the trailers, yeah, the choreography is not the best. And I've also heard the first act is kind of clunky. Like I've heard they try to set up a bunch of stuff in the beginning that doesn't really work, that doesn't really flow together that well. But I've heard like it comes together within the second and third act. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'm still gonna see the movie. I'm probably still gonna see it opening weekend, but I'm probably gonna see How to Train Your Dragon first and then Captain Marvel.
There you go. Better watch, How to Train Your Dragon, then Alita, and then Captain Marvel later. Just saying. But what I was gonna say though is I'll leave it up to Taladia and then get my main point across. What do you think about all this, Taladia? About everything in general?
I don't think you'll make that much money. I'm on the same board as you with this, and the whole like with her story is nothing compared to what Wonder Woman did. Like with her origin story, it's not even on par, to be fairly honest. And I'm just like, I haven't seen the movie yet, but like I've seen the trailers, and to me, the trailer doesn't just pick it up for me. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't just
interest, spark your interest.
Yeah, it doesn't pick my interest, and I'm just like, really, really, like Marvel, are you gonna go for somebody that's, I would say, taking things negative and not being positive with with the movie, so to say? And even though they're like getting negative comments and stuff, you're just trying to get rid of all those negative comments, and you're just trying to keep the positive onto there. Because it does show then that people are just going to say, look, hey, Marvel are just buying out these people to give out good, bad reviews.
Yeah.
Just like make bad reviews, but then we'll take them down. Because that's what they did for some other movies. I know that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And Marvel bought them out, so it could be the same thing for this one.
Yeah. I'll say this, and this is my last talk of it. Besides, until we find more info about what the the earnings or what they're gonna make worldwide, which we'll find out, I believe, Monday or something like that, or Sunday. But I will be very, very disappointed if I watch Avengers Endgame, right, and Captain Marvel kills Thanos. Not gonna lie, I will be very, very disappointed. I'm gonna be like, I'll probably leave the theater, to be completely honest. I'll be like, deuces.
Ooh.
Because I'm gonna be like, listen, we have these guys, the OG Avengers, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man. And I think the OGs should sacrifice themselves in order to kill Thanos, or a couple of the OGs to sacrifice themselves in order to kill Thanos. I don't think Captain Marvel should be the one to save the day and, and be like basically Mary Sue at that point. And it's like, oh my gosh, she killed Thanos. Wow. This was an amazing movie. Just came in, just straight up blasted him, and he's done. No. Personally, I hope that's not the case, because that would just be an awful ending to this build-up that's been leading up to. I loved Infinity War. I have no doubt Joe and Anthony Russo won't do that. I'm just hoping Marvel does not go crazy with this. Yeah, if they do, I think I'm going to be clocked out after Endgame. I'm going to be completely honest. It's just, it should not go down that route. It's like, to me, even discussing this is insane of itself, thinking that it might actually be reality.
To me, I can't see that happening because, first of all, she hasn't been there.
Yeah.
So,
oh no, I agree with that statement, what you're saying. I just think,
she was nowhere. She could have came and solved this shit. So it's like she shows up at the end and be like, oh, I'm saving the day. I'll be kind of pissed too, dog. It's like, fuck out of here.
I'll probably leave the theater. I'm not gonna be honest. I'll be like, fuck out of here.
I'm not leaving the theater, but unless it's early enough so I can go get a refund. I want a refund. Fuck this shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie about that shit. But I also wanted to discuss real quick. There was a leak of the popcorn of what the Avengers are gonna look like. I'm not gonna lie, that shit looked bad. Showed the suits and stuff like that. And, I know it's a drawing and all. It's not an actual picture of them, but it looks pretty bad. I think the Infinity War one looked better, but that one just looked bad. Did you see it, Inspector, or no?
Might have, but I don't remember.
Let me just make sure. Avengers Endgame popcorn bucket. I'm gonna post it in the thing. Okay. Well, for some reason, I don't think. Okay, I got it here. I'm gonna post it. That's what I was seeing. The top one.
Let me see. 1 second.
Oh. Yeah.
It's in the chat.
Not the best.
I don't know if it's because of the it doesn't look like they took a picture, somebody just drew
it just looks like bad Photoshop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think this is photoshopped.
So I won't be surprised if this is the actual bucket image of it. So I'm just really hope it looks better on screen. That's all I gotta say. That it's the EW type of shit. That's what I feel.
That looks trash.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was seeing that being passed around and stuff like that on Twitter. The image.
Man, back Captain Marvel was in the back waiting to turn around.
All right, dude. I'll be done with that shit.
Oh man, she just come to save the day, dog.
And I also did want to mention, while talking about Edge of Tomorrow, Emily Blunt should have been casted for Captain Marvel. I'm not gonna lie about that. Don't know why she wasn't. She would have had more emotion than Brie Larson. That's just me. Am I wrong, guys? Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
No, she's not American, dad.
Emily. Oh man, Emily Blunt has to be American.
Look, I'm tired of all our superheroes being like British people, bro.
Oh
Like,
man. Oh, okay, you would rather have Brie Larson though.
oh hell no.
All right, there you go. Give
They
me
can find
Emily
somebody
Blunt.
better than her, bro. Like,
Oh man.
what did she? I don't even know what Brie Larson even did for her to be considered.
She was The Room.
Yeah, just Room, not
Yeah,
the
Room. Oh yeah, not Tommy Wiseau. The Room. Yeah, I meant whatever Room. I didn't know how to like pronounce actually say that correctly because it's the movie's called Room, but you gotta say The Room. So it's like I don't know. But yeah, what about you, Inspector? Would you have rather preferred Emily Blunt than Brie Larson?
Yeah, I mean, I would have preferred Emily Blunt or some other actress.
Wait, so she's gonna be in the game?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god, bro, this is gonna be trash. Oh, I can
That's
feel
what I'm
social justice warriors coming out. Oh my god.
They'll be like, "Yo, Captain Marvel." I'm like, "Yo, just you're not." They would not even show up to the movie. How much?
I don't want her like showing up, but if she saves the day, I'm gonna be fucking salty. Bro.
No, I'm saying like the SJW, like the feminist people, just wouldn't show up. That's how they are. Why do you think like that stuff, the changes in video games and stuff like that, but they don't even buy the games? And like we need to be more.
But we need to have more female characters. They don't even never buy a female character game, but it's like fuck out of here.
Yep.
Bitch, how many of them play Horizon Zero Dawn? Probably none of them.
Nope. That's how they go, man. That's how they go. But man, this was a very heated, cool, collected episode. I'm very happy for this, and I'm very happy for all the people that showed up. Give a quick shout outs to people. You got Linger, a DMV fan, Master Chief, and Jamachu, and Clifton. Do you want to thank? Oh man, yeah, he did duck. He was saying he was going to give me that smoke when I was talking trash about his beloved Captain Marvel. But
yeah, but
last he did not want to defend Captain Marvel, and I just crapped all over it. But hey, man, he'll maybe listen to it later. Maybe he's not here, but I want to thank everybody yet again, those people that showed up and the people that are lurking. I see you guys, and the people that are watching this as a past broadcast. So make sure to hit the thumbs up. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content, and more content planned on the way. Might do some like Game of Thrones like analysis along with more Captain Marvel. Oh my gosh, DC here. Oh no.
No, this man is here. Captain Marvel sucks. End of story.
Let him speak.
Come in like John Cena.
John Cena, right the ending. Oh no. So
I'm not here. I'm not here for what you have to say, Red Hood.
All right.
Old chubby Jimmy Fallon looking at.
Oh man.
Oh man. Yeah. Higher, further, faster, baby. Captain Marvel tomorrow. Coming out tomorrow.
Oh shit.
Slow ass podcast, you know what I'm saying? Jiggle with the taking 5 minutes to come up with his thoughts and all that.
The roast section. I love it.
The roast is just real.
Oh man. You got any more roast, DMV fan?
No, Game Inspection, we're talking that crap. I got some for his skinny Wale looking ass tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh shit. This is too much for me, man. This is hilarious. What about Talani? What you got roast for him.
Come on,
Oh,
Mike.
I'm not even listening to your fake rumor ass boy.
Oh shit!
Really? But Captain Marvel sucks. She couldn't even land onto that level of Wonder Woman's what's it called box office. I'll tell you that right now from
We
today.
don't even know the box office, bitch.
Oh, I mean,
Oh.
you got a point there.
It is
I
Thursday,
like
for me,
this.
bro. So I'm just saying it's Thursday for me.
All right, I'm out because Captain Marvel $1 billion movie. Yeah,
Never.
I will
Never.
watch MCU movie
It'll be
till
1
I'm
million.
dead.
It'll be 1 million guaranteed.
Till I'm dead, all right? Right, I'm out. See ya.
Okay, thank you, DMV fan. I was DMV fan. Not
That
gonna
was-
lie. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was funny to me, man. That was good
You gonna talk
roasting.
about oh man, sorry to hear that.
But dude,
Feels
that shit won't be $1 billion franchise, DMV fan. I'm sorry to say that.
Yeah, it won't be. I'm telling you that now.
Oh man, but that was good. See, you guys, talk to me. You watch the show. You know your stuff. I can invite you to this podcast. But that was great. It gave me a laugh.
Mhm.
Do want to thank DMV fan for the roast. That was very much appreciated. And so do make sure to check out my content. Also follow me on Twitter at 240. I might be slandering Captain Marvel later, who knows, as well as be on my Twitch channel, probably live streaming, who knows. But yeah, and Jigga, you got any more comments for DMV fan, and where can they find you at?
I have no comments, bro. This man's delusional. Think that's gonna be $1 billion franchise. I don't talk to delusional people. They need help. But check me out on Twitch.tv/JigApril. I hope everybody have a good night.
Thanks.
Well, morning, almost morning.
Yeah.
And
Inspector, you got anything to say about DMV fan, and where can they find you at?
That was interesting. That's all I'm gonna say.
They're gonna find you.
They can find me on Twitter at the Inspector.
All right, and Slaughter, you got anything else to say to DMV fan, and where can they find you at?
Yeah, I got two things. First thing is DMV fan. You're delusional. Get your head thoughts sorted. And I'll tell you. And the second thing is it won't make $1 billion guaranteed. So, but you can find me on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Taladia Plays. You can also find my YouTube channel, which is also Taladia Plays. I will be doing a live stream later today, UK time, about 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening, and I'll be doing Jump Force and Apex Legends, baby, and we'll be doing that. I'll be doing with the viewers, getting you guys involved. But also, you can find me on Twitter, which is at Taladia Plays as well. So that you can find me on my it'll be on my YouTube page and my Twitch page and all that. You'll be able to find it there.
All right, guys. Also, make sure to share this podcast with your friends. This is the Overload Podcast. Signing off.